Dude, that's so freaking bad. Chris, did you record that? I hope you recorded that because
The last session, yeah, I did.
everybody nat 20s and I got a nat one. Nat one. Ta, 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 ta.
My name's Billy Kimber, and I run the races. You guys ever watch Peaky Blinders?
No.
Oh, it's so good.
Oop. What else I don't want?
I do not know why, but it is like struggling for me right now.
What struggling for? Oh yeah, it was real slow for me. Old girl got there though. Took a moment longer, but what rank are you guys in Rivals?
I don't play competitive.
Oh,
I just play with my brother, and he's on PC and I'm on PS5, so I can't play competitive with him. So we just quick play.
What is this?
wait, crossplay isn't for competitive?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, I know. It kind of sucks. But to be honest, I prefer it that way just because, like,
You'd have people complaining either way.
yeah, I mean, I don't really need that kind of, like, grief in my life. And my brother gets really intense when he's playing competitive, so, like,
You talking Elijah?
yeah.
Yeah.
So it's, like, kind of not that fun.
Yeah, I just tend to play competitive with like. I literally kick people out of the group if they're like, even if they're a friend of a. Have fun, like. I understand it's
Yeah.
competitive and we're trying to win, but like I really don't care enough to be listening to.
Yeah, I mean, I agree, but it's like the point of playing the game is to play with my brother. So if I have to do that, then it's like,
Yeah.
Yeah.
counterproductive. So I just end up like I just prefer to do like quick play. But
He can
you know,
become a wee bit of an asshole.
I'm getting better. I'm getting better at the game. I like support, so pretty good with
What are we
Mantis,
talking
the
about?
Moon of Snow, and
What game?
Marvel Rivals.
Oh, right. Okay.
Yeah,
Let me guess. Eli plays as a tank.
he does. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, and he plays DPS too. It's kind of funny. Like I think his best character is Doctor Strange, but then he's been playing as Spider-Man a ton. So then I've been playing as Venom because I've been trying to like pick up like some skill as a tank too.
Yeah.
But then like sometimes like if nobody picks healers, then like we both say like let's just play selfish ball and we both pick DPS just to like have fun. And then we'll pick somebody that we don't know. Cause like fuck everybody else. When everybody like insta locks DPS, it's like, okay.
I got a
Like
package over.
yeah.
Eli always played tank when we played Overwatch.
Yeah.
So
So yeah, Eli plays um yeah, Eli plays tank kinda mostly.
Okay. Hello?
Yeah.
Hello.
Hello. So what's up with Isaiah? Is Isaiah out or?
I don't know, man. He said he's coming back. He said he wants to play, but
When was
like I
this?
messaged him,
Like a month
a few
ago?
weeks back and I was like, "Hey man, like if you just want to drop from the campaign, that's fine." And he's like, "No, no, no, I'm coming back." And I was like, "Okay." So I was like, "If you want to re-roll a different character or, you know."
What is the new handbook called? Is it D&D Player's Handbook or is it Dungeons and Dragons Player's Handbook? Which one is old?
It should just say the version should
2024.
yeah 20.
I'm having to load in all the assets again.
Why? New computer?
I'm not new computer. I'm playing on my laptop
Got
because
it.
I'm living out of a trailer right now.
What?
Really?
Brother, why are
Well,
you living in a trailer?
I'm living in a trailer, but I'm living at my in-laws. My house is still being built.
Gotcha.
God, dude, what
That's
I
nice.
wouldn't do for a fucking new house. We've got like no insulation in this place.
You gotta get that R19.
I think there might literally be no. I'm paying like I don't know. I've already paid like $900 in this season.
That's crazy.
Oil.
And you don't have gas
Do
still or
you
anything
use
either?
No,
radiators?
because we're at the end of a fucking street, a long street. It's all of them have gas to their place, but they won't do it because we're like a very short end to the street that doesn't intersect with
Uh-huh.
anything else, so they won't do it for us.
Damn. That's
Yeah, I
even
tried to get the
worse.
town involved. I was like, "Oh yeah, like why don't you like put some pressure on them?" And they're like, "Well, we can't really. Also, at the end of the street, like there's a school. Like we're not sure if that's a great idea." I was like, "Well, don't they have gas in the school?" And they're like, "Yeah, they do, but we can't tell them to put out whole thing."
Jesus Christ. I can see we don't want to
You
talk
hit a
about
vein.
this
You hit a
right now.
vein.
I, think I did something here. I don't know what happened, but oh shoot. Okay. Uh, I'm moving on.
All right. We don't have a map. There is no map for this town.
Oh, okay. Got it.
Yeah.
That's right. You did say that.
I
You're right.
I will say this. I'm not great. I think I shared I think I shared a picture.
You did share a picture. Um,
I don't recall where or when,
images.
but it is somewhere.
Not images, right? It would be.
Artwork?
let
Nope.
me see.
It would be under maps or something. No.
I thought you dropped it in the general.
I just
Did I?
scrolled back in general.
Location.
So a guy jumping?
Oh yeah, that thing.
12-12.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. There you go. Yeah, so that's kind of like the flavor, right? You got like people that kind of like fly around the city,
That's cool.
basically like hooked up to birds, kind of like parasailing, but with birds flying. And they've got skis on their feet. So they sort of like, glide down the slopes and they
Snowy
hit
town,
earth
I'm
and they catch
assuming.
air. Huh?
Is it a snowy town?
Yeah, it's like up in the mountains. It's in the north. It's snowy. It's cold. It's mostly dwarves and orcs. There are a few, uh, of the other races, humans. A couple of dragonborn / kobolds. Not very many. Um, and um, probably a few gnomes. Halflings would be really rare here. Just trying to think.
I have a
But,
question.
yeah, I mean, it's
Why
yeah.
am I wounded? 6 hit points. Do we remember?
I don't know, man.
Does anyone remember what happened?
That's
I don't. You guys would have been coming off a long rest, so I feel like it would have been something that happened.
We just didn't.
Oh, did somebody crash into you?
yeah. That's what I was gonna ask. Like, are you sure you didn't get like hit? Oh yeah.
I'm pretty
Didn't
sure
the
that
ma-
one of the. I'm
the
pretty
main
sure that
lady,
one of the.
right?
Huh?
Was it the lady?
I think there was a dude that came out of the sky.
It was the dude. You're right.
Oh,
It
you're
was.
right. He landed on me.
He
Yeah,
landed
you
on
didn't
me.
get out of the way
Oh
fast
yeah.
enough.
Oh, because we have that
You guys were.
picture.
Yeah, you guys were like standing in the landing zone.
Hang on, let me.
Like,
Oh, no,
get
that
out the
was-
way, dude. Yeah,
Yeah.
I remember now.
Oh, that's freaking funny. I forgot about that. That's good. Get out the
Okay.
way.
You were in the splash zone.
Well, I haven't heard from Isaiah. We could get started. I see Dan. Welcome, Dan. Happy New Year, everybody.
I was about to say that. Happy New Year.
We're kind of like, in my opinion, right on the tail end of being able to say that.
Yeah, but also like Happy Christmas because we didn't talk after Christmas.
Oh yeah, we didn't. That's true.
Happy
Yeah.
Christmas,
So I hope
Harry.
everybody had a good break. Mine was good. I got a D&D coloring book, which was fun. So
Oh, that's cool. I was
coloring.
up north. It was cold as balls out there, guys.
Yeah, it's
Yeah,
like
it's chilly.
it's cold up here.
It's like 7 degrees where
But we have like 32 miles.
we've been having 38-mile-per-hour winds in Maryland.
Whoa, man. This sounds like a pissing contest.
Not trying to make it a pissing contest, but I'm just saying we got hit by a crazy like snowstorm, and we've just had gusts of wind like
Yeah.
the
You
whole
moved
week.
to Maryland?
Yeah,
Nice. Okay.
Where'd Dan
Yeah.
go?
I moved over break. But I was up in Connecticut, and then they had the first snow of the season. I was towing my trailer through a blizzard.
It's barely
Yeah.
snowed though.
What?
Barely snowed in Connecticut. Or wait, are
It-
you moving like permanently away to Maryland?
Yeah. So I was towing my trailer. What was it, December 20th? There was like the first snow in Connecticut, and I had
Yeah,
to
it was
tow it.
about the same time that I think I was there for it because it snowed in New York too.
Yep. I had to drive through New
Tri-State area.
York with a trailer behind my truck that weighed 7,000 pounds. My truck can only tow 6,500 pounds in the snow. It was very scary.
Yikes.
I was like clenching my butthole. That's all I'm gonna say.
It's like, oh, sit down.
Test. Sorry, guys.
Yeah.
Hello.
Okay, you're in.
Oh, Dan.
Hey, I had to switch back to an older headset. I got a new headset for Christmas and wasn't pairing off for some reason. So,
You're good.
and
All right.
I broke my monitor, so I have a crack running down my screen.
What happened to your?
no.
What happened? Punch it?
Well, no,
Did
I
you
got up
punch
from
it?
no.
You punched it.
That's what my beanbag chair is for. When I get mad and I rage, I throw my controller into
yeah.
the beanbag chair. But I actually my goofy ass. I have a stand up desk, and I was walking, and the
no.
cord for my monitor somehow got like looped down. And when I got up, it wrapped around my leg, and I pulled it off my desk, and I fell down. And like, oh, okay, I didn't hear anything break. And then when I went back to my computer, it's like all pixelated and stuff. So
Yikes.
yeah, I'm getting a new monitor, but it won't be here until Monday. So I'll just have to make do with this. So
I have a desk that's like an adjustable desk, so it can
yeah.
adjust to a standing desk height. And it's got like a hydraulic motor, on it.
Oh, cool.
And so when I first put it in here, I have it like perpendicular to the wall, um, like by the window in my office, and it at its lowest height was under the windowsill, and then I started to raise it and realized that it started to like pull up on the windowsill, and I stopped like before it did any damage, but I was like, holy shit, I could have like ripped that off, like, because it was powerful enough, like it would have. I think the desk would have won.
Yeah. I have
Um,
this one's from IKEA and it's like a little hand crank and it goes up and down. And
nice.
I used to like get tired of standing, so I would like have to sit down and I have to lower it again, otherwise it was all awkward. So
Oh yeah.
my wife for Christmas got me like a bar stool, which is just perfect. Like when I get
Oh,
tired
that's
of
cool.
standing, I just kind of like
You
plop
can
down
still
on the
sit. Yeah.
yeah, because I'd rather stand, but like standing for like 4 or 5 hours at a time is
Yeah.
you start to get tired. So it's been a
Makes
kind of a
sense.
yeah, it's been kind of getting used to it. But how was
Yeah.
everyone's holidays? Good,
Good.
Yeah. Real good.
Yeah.
Can't complain. I
awesome.
got a um D&D coloring book, and then my wife got me as like a stocking stuffer those like Lego D&D minifigs,
Oh, I got those too.
and then I got like obsessed with getting all of them.
Same. I ordered them
So then I
off
started. Oh
eBay.
yeah, see, I just started. See, like it sparked in me like my gambler's blood, and I was like, I gotta buy them all.
What if you have
But
like
then,
duplicates though?
well, so I got a duplicate, and that felt bad. And I was talking to a friend, and he's like, "Oh, there's like a QR code on the bottom. You can get like an app and scan them, so you know which one is in the box." And I was like, that kind of takes the fun out of it, but also then I get the ones that I want because I didn't want all of them. I didn't care for every single one, but um, yeah. So I got all the ones I wanted, and then I've got to like find a place for them now because I don't do
I
Legos. I don't have Legos anywhere. So
No,
No.
it we like my kids are all getting into Legos and building sets, and my wife has been really into like the Lego flowers and making
oh
like her
yeah,
garden and stuff. So, um, me and the boys all got that those two of those in our stockings, and I was really bummed out because I really wanted the Dragonborn. That's the one I wanted. No one
oh
got
yeah.
it.
No, that one's rad. I was that's the one I was like hunting for because it was hard to find.
Yeah, so I just went to eBay. I'm like, I'll get, we have six between us, and there's I think a set of 12. So I just ordered number six. But I guess
Yeah.
there's monsters because you can get like a beholder or something. I'm like, what?
Oh, I didn't know that. Maybe like yeah, I mean I know that there's like so there's like the heroes and then there's like
Yeah,
named enemies. So like there's Tam, who's like
yeah.
a
Strahd.
Red Wizard of Thade,
Hmm.
Strahd, there's the Lady of Pain,
Hmm.
um there's Mind Flayer,
Isn't
Yeah,
the Lady of
Tasha,
Pain
the Witch
like a
Queen.
god killer?
Yeah, yeah, she's like the ruler of Sigil. Yeah. She's pretty
yeah.
crazy.
Maybe if you're good next year,
She's
Nate, you'll
basically
get
like a
like
character who can like delete you with the look.
Yeah.
Like you don't fuck
the
with her.
the like giant castle with the red dragon. My wife's like, you were good this year, but not that good.
Yeah. I mean, that's something that like I just like that's like a bridge too far for me. You know, like my wife also got me like the bonsai tree which I built, which was kind of
Oh,
fun, and
cool. Yeah.
it's cool because like my office doesn't get great light, so it's like I want some plants up here, but like most plants are gonna die, and bonsai
Hmm.
trees like are hard to care for, especially indoors. So like I'm just like I'm good with that on my little bookshelf, but
Yeah,
um.
that's
All right,
cool.
guys. Well, picking up where we left off, we're in the city of Urbanuran. Uh, as you entered, it said, welcome to Urbanuran, the take flight city. And it's kind of an interesting city where there is, you know, it's become sort of a tourist city for, wealthy people who go on, cruises.
Hello?
Uh, yeah, can you hear me?
Oh, sorry. Oh,
Hello?
sorry. I do hear you guys. Sorry. Hold on. Let me mute you guys. Sorry.
Or you're talking
My
to someone
wife.
else.
Yeah. My wife was sorry. My wife was calling me.
Hello?
I was like, what? Can you hear me? Um, s- so, so this in the city, it's kind of like a mix of like a mining town, where there are, the majority of the people who live here are clanless dwarves who labor, and then some like clans that are related to mining, um, and they primarily have been trying to mine adamantium and mithril in the mountains here, um, and the locals sort of oppose that. And then there's also some dwarves um, from the clan Goldbeard, which is like a major clan, um, who have been trying to turn this city into like sort of a tourist city, and they're trying to like take that aspect of business over. Um, and the local orcs and some humans are, trying to. Some humans have, sort of aligned themselves with that, wealthier humans, and there are some humans who sort of don't like that as much, um, and so that's kind of the lay of the land here. Is like, um, just rumors from town and whatnot, and so yeah, and the person you talked to was a bird walker. He was flying through the air. He landed in a designated landing zone, which you guys had mistakenly been standing in, um, and explained the city's pastime, which is basically like parasailing on skis. But instead of being tied to like a parasail, they tie themselves to trained birds, large birds. Um, And he said, if you want to learn more about that, you should go to Brunhilde's Birdwalk Adventures. And she's also a Sherpa. She hires out Sherpas for going up into uh, the mountain range in the north. So where you guys are headed, you might need some help, a tour guide, or at the very least, need to get a mode of transportation that is amenable to the geography.
Can we get clothes first? Because I don't
Oh
think
yeah,
I don't
yeah.
think
You
I
want to
have.
like, yeah, you want to gear up a little bit.
Dude,
Yeah.
we gotta gear up. At least
All
I
right.
don't know about you guys, but I have nothing for the weather.
Yeah.
Just saying. Um,
Um.
let's see. What do I have here?
Ooh, I have a climber's kit.
So
Okay, I have a few gold here. Okay, a few copper, a few silver pieces. Okay. Um.
yeah. Okay.
So, uh, did you say climber's kit? That would come in handy actually.
Yeah.
Sounds like Bear has a climber's kit. Yeah, so the guy you're talking to is like, oh well, if you want to get outfitted for, Brunhilde's Birdwalk Adventure has, adventuring gear and stuff like that. But if you want to get warm clothes, the best place, and he's, this guy's an orc. He's skiing around. He's like, I guess he's in the north, so he should actually have a Russian accent. So he's like, the best place is Auntie Natasha's nuts for knitting.
Nuts for knitting.
Ah,
Yes, she is nuts
ah.
for knitting. Her name is Natasha, Auntie Natasha. She's all of our auntie, but
Oh,
she is
okay.
crazy for knitting. Nuts for knitting.
No, I'm not gonna lie. That sounded like something else, but okay.
She has spent 10 years knitting just sweaters and
Okay.
other things. Warm clothes, the best clothes.
Do these sweaters
This
have?
is Auntie Natasha's. He shows you
Uh,
just like a
okay.
gorgeous, like 100% like wool, like jumpsuit that he's wearing.
Oh,
Um
that is
underneath
beautiful.
like, yeah, underneath like, then like a sort of like treated like leather coat that's like also lined with wool. But yeah, he
Gotcha.
like knits. She like knits like winter clothes.
All right. I mean, I'll take your word for it. That sounds fantastic. Okay. And where can I find this Auntie Natasha's nuts for knitting?
where,
Uh,
where can we find Auntie Natasha's nuts? Where are they?
he like gives you directions, and it's sort of you know a little ways up the hill into sort of the orc neighborhood.
Are
All
these
right,
nuts
cool.
salty in any way?
No, they're not nuts. I think you misunderstand. I mean nuts as in somebody who's crazy, like somebody who is very passionate, deeply passionate. I am nuts for coconuts,
I
You know
also
what I'm
like
saying?
coconuts. Nuts in general, I am nuts.
Right.
I like walnuts. Walnuts are
Right.
nice.
So somebody who's nuts, right? It's just alliteration. I don't know. It's bad marketing on her part. People have said things, but she's stubborn, and
Cashew.
all she really cares about is knitting. And she's very good at knitting.
All right. I mean,
Yeah, I mean, I just think we're all really dumb. So this guy's just slowly figuring that shit out on the
oh shit!
fly. He's
Actually,
like,
oh,
these guys
I
are,
actually,
what are they? What?
I actually have a 20 intelligence
Oh, that's true.
until after my next uh 2 long rests. I think we've taken one out of the three, right?
Hmm.
Yeah. Okay, I got 2 more. Okay.
I have a
Scratch that.
19 intelligence because of the headband and intellect I'm wearing.
Oh, good for you.
There you go. So yeah, he points you the way if that's where you want to go. You can. It takes a few minutes to hike up there. He takes off, riding down the mountain, his bird in tow, um, or towing
Is it
him. He's in
is it
tow.
in the
Sorry.
yeah, is it in the opposite direction of the other place? What's her name?
No, so Brunhilde's Birdwalk Adventures is also kind of in the same neighborhood.
Okay. Great.
Yeah. Um, so yeah, you get to Auntie Natasha's, and you know, you um, it's like this sort of you can see like the sign has like a big fake ball of yarn, outside of it, and it says Auntie Natasha's nuts for knitting. Um, and you enter. In the shop window is just like piles and piles of like sweaters and uh like little like snow jumpers, and some of them are like padded, like almost like upholstered,
Mm,
um like like you know but yeah, it's all sort of uh knit.
mm.
And around the back of the shop is sort of a large space where there are like sort of like animals with like thick fur and like tall long necks.
Oh wow.
um
Like giraffes?
and they're
Alpacas?
not they wouldn't be as
Oh,
tall as
alpacas.
you'd say that they're alpacas. Yeah.
Oh,
So they're out back. And um they've got like thick winter coats on. And as you walk in, there's a old orcish woman who is probably the oldest orc you've ever seen. She's like just really old. She's got like like a knit hat on. Like she's like covered in just like crochet and knit clothing. She's got a shawl. Like everything is like intricately designed. There's like cable stitching, and like her little shawl has like roses knit into it, just like this really intricate floral design, um, bright colors, and dyes, um, and She's like, "Welcome to my store. If you want anything, single outfit is 10 gold, and please don't be loud." And then she gets back to her knitting, and she's just knitting away faster than you've ever seen
Goddamn.
anybody knit.
10 gold for a outfit?
Is the best.
Yeah, but that's it's a I mean, it's a little much.
Well, don't blame me. Blame the landlord. He raised my rent. I can't afford nothing else.
Wow. Are these clothes gonna make me stronger in any way? I mean,
Are they gonna make me bonita?
Bonita.
yeah.
No, they're not gonna make you stronger. They are gonna keep you warm, so you won't experience if you're in the bitter cold of the mountains. You won't. Um, after a day of hiking in the mountains, you won't experience exhaustion.
Oh.
I want. Oh God, what I hang on. Russian warm hat. What's the like? You know what I'm talking about?
Oh.
The Russian
I
Fur
hat.
know.
cap.
I know what you're talking about. I know exactly what you're talking about. I think we're gonna get a matching set.
Ushankas or something.
Is that what they're called?
Trying to find. It just brought me to actual.
I
Fine.
want balaclava.
No, it's a new Shanka. I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, I think it's an Ushanka.
I want the balaclava.
Oh yeah. Okay. Yeah, she's definitely got those.
The balaclava. Balaclava is like the full face mask.
Yeah, baklava is like what you would
Baklava.
see like people like the special forces would use, where they have a special thing that goes over the face and kind of leaves just like the eyes. Um, but I definitely want a hat like this too. What colors do they come in?
Any color you can think of. If you want to roll a dice, you can decide. I don't know if you can look up a table of colors, but yeah, I mean it's really these are all you know those are all fur, right? These are like knit, so
Gotcha.
they're like thickly knit. They have different designs. There's like checker patterns. Like it's literally like it looks like it's more than 10 years worth of knitting, but like she's knitting incredibly fast.
Can I do like an Arcana check to see if there's anything imbued with magical properties?
Sure, yeah.
Nice. Let's see. It should be a +5.
I want one like the pale yellow one in the GIF I just posted.
I
Oh
rolled
my
a
God.
3.
Okay, like a cat cap.
Yeah, like a cat
Okay,
cap.
Fuck
is
it.
that what that
Why
is?
not?
Are those like
You're
cat
getting
ears?
cat ears
Yeah.
Well, you did want a baklava, didn't you, Arc? You can have one too. We can have a matching set.
of cat ears.
Yeah.
Yeah, so she does have something like that, but it's like a full body jumpsuit. It buttons in the back. The cat ears are like a cowl that you pull over your head. So it's like, and it's got like little knit paws, but it is
Can I do?
surprisingly
Can I do
a perfect fit
Does
for
it
knit.
have a tail? Does it
bear
have a
ears?
tail?
Oh my God, Casper.
Does it have a tail? It it does have an attachment that can button as a tail. Yes.
Oh, right. I'm sold.
Do you have a bear one?
Is there a bear one?
Yeah, I want to look like a little bear,
You
like a
you
little
want to
teddy
look like a
bear.
little bear.
Yeah, he
She
can look
says,
like a
"Oh."
cat. I'll do my little bear onesie.
She goes, "Oh, that's so cute. I can make it, but it will take me 3 hours."
Oh, she doesn't have one in store.
She has not thought of that idea. Little teddy bear. Oh my gosh, I cannot believe I have not thought of that. It's so cute. Oh, little bear. I could just see
Okay.
it. I'm going to make it
Can
anyways, but if you
can
want it, it
I'll
will be
come
done
back.
in 3 hours.
I will come back in 3 hours.
since
Can
we
I?
gave you the idea, can we get a discount on it?
You want discount? I tell you, I cannot afford to give discount. I mean, the
But we
landlord,
gave you
he
that.
changed my rent, and I think he wants me out, but I don't know where to go. I'm just an old
Well,
lady. I just like to knit.
I want that one. I made up my choice. My mind.
Okay.
I want
Um,
that one.
who's your landlord?
Um, he's
Yeah.
almost everybody's landlord. It's um,
This landlord does not seem like he is treating this little old lady well. Perhaps we have
No.
talk with him.
yes. Well, it's his name is he's the dwarf of the um Goldbeard. Is that the gold braids? Is that what they are called? The clan? You are dwarfs. Um,
Dwarves? We're not dwarves.
so
Oh, well.
she's yeah, she's talking to Arcturo and
Yeah. That's true. Yep.
Jark. And she's like anyways, his name is Hughes of the Gold Braid clan.
He
He's
does
trying
not.
to take over the city.
No,
Well, maybe we
that's
have
not.
talk with him on your behalf.
Well, if you can do that, you can get him to lower my rent. I will give you this for free.
Oh,
You
that
can have
is
as much wool materials as you want for free. If you can get him to lower my rent back to what it was.
that
Back
we can
to
do. Where is he located? We will find him quickly.
I think he uh I mean I know he has a set table at the town table, which is a restaurant, a high-end restaurant in the resort section of the city.
Bear will nod towards the rest of the group, like raise his eyebrows, like, should we go?
yeah. No. We should. Um, definitely should go.
I
Um.
think we should birdwalk there.
Oh.
You have birds?
How about we
Wait,
pay a visit to
Brunhilde.
Brunhilde,
Yeah. Yeah.
and maybe we can birdwalk there faster
And land in style.
and land in style.
Yeah, intimidating. Oh, yeah, that sounds good. That sounds
Yeah.
great. I I don't know
Sounds
Um
how
good.
that's gonna go, but
so
yeah.
this little old lady, is like, well, I'm going to make the bear costume anyways, and I'll hold it in reserve for you.
What
Thank
color is
you.
she making it?
Um, brown
Oh,
or black or white. She'll make it white.
oh, white. I want white.
Okay.
I rolled the dice for it, and it was a 7, which was pink, and I don't want it to be pink.
Okay.
I
Um,
already have a pink tattoo.
yeah, there you go.
Oh,
So,
Jesus. All right.
yeah, you guys want to head over to the Brunhilde's Birdwalk Adventures?
Yes.
So
Yes.
this is like an Adventures Outfitters. There's like everything you can buy in terms of adventuring gear in the PHB. So if there's anything you want, let me know and I'll, just pay gold for it. But behind the counter is a surly looking um, orc woman who is named Brunhilde, and
Hmm.
she is an ex-adventurer, um, and just tough as nails. And you see her sort of talking with somebody, um, and you know the the guy's like, um, the guy's like, Brunhilde, come on, you're the only guy, you're the only person in town that can do it. Nobody else has got the chops to go up against Hughes's team. He's gonna take over the city. And she's like, I told you I'm retired. I don't compete. She's like, get out of here. I have customers. And she shoos him away, and he's sort of like, he's like, this isn't over, Brunhilde. We need to continue this conversation. You're our only hope. He like tromps out, and she's like, yes. What do you want? Strange group, orcs with dwarves.
Yeah, we're all friends here. No discrimination.
No, I do
Um.
not discriminate, but I'm just
Oh,
not
okay.
used to seeing a group of both together.
Oh, okay.
I
Yeah,
happily serve both, but just strange that you are all friendly.
we're friendly.
Could use more of that in the world.
Hughes, as in Hughes. What was the clan? Goldman,
Gold braid.
Goldbread.
Yeah.
Huh. We were meaning to pay him a visit.
Oh, well, okay. Why?
Maybe we could beat him in this competition and get him to lower rents.
Beat him in the competition. You have nothing to do with this.
Yes,
Oh,
but we meet old woman, and this Hugh, he treat her like garbage. We respect our
Yeah,
elders in orc culture. And so
yeah, and
too
she's
should
so
they in dwarf culture, to my knowledge. This Hugh, he
yeah.
is far afield.
Well,
Right.
let me just tell you seem like new here. I don't recognize you, and you're not dressed very warmly, so I assume that you are not from here. Uh, the truth is that Hughes wishes to be mayor, and then he will use the city's resources to grant himself uh, land, allow himself to buy up the properties that the current mayor is preventing him from doing because the current mayor is concerned about the monopoly.
I thought he could only be mayor if he can jump the furthest.
Well, no, he wishes to start um, uh, he wishes to call for a vote of no confidence in the current mayor, and um,
Does he have grounds for this?
Grounds.
well, yes, he could potentially you know, call the vote of no confidence. It's been long enough, and it would spur an election. Um, but people are concerned that even if he fails the election, he will um, not accept that result. And he has been. There's been a lot more militia in in the area.
When did these militia start showing up? Are they from
The
the
last,
town?
no, I mean they are dwarves mostly, but there are some, um, from the cauldron, you know, a couple of gnomes, a couple of elves. They seem like a mercenary group, but it is mostly a dwarf clan. Does mercenary work.
How many?
Not sure their numbers,
Mm. Mm.
but anyways, some people are concerned about that, and um,
These are orc
that
clans.
yes, it is an orc uh, city, but as you know, we are a protectorate of the Cauldron races after the war.
Well, Hughes Goldbraid has not been um, a friend of the clanless. We will join your cause to
Oh, you are
stop
clanless.
his
Yes.
tyranny.
Yes. You know, the truth is there are those who have and those who have not.
That's
And
true. She's not wrong.
um well, anyways, that's just what's happening. You don't have to do anything for us. The man who was talking to me, it's not a big deal. He just
Le-
there are some of the younger assembly members who uh
Yeah, but I feel as a spectral pioneers that we are, and we see some injustices. We come across some injustices. Feel strongly about these things, and I feel like
yes.
we should help.
Well, their proposal is to basically settle the debate instead of with violence or with an election, which is costly and who needs that. Uh, they want to settle it with a contest over bird walking.
Hmm, hmm. Bird walking, I love it.
Can you
Never
train me?
done it, but I love it.
Well, we there are of course good bird walkers in town, but Hughes keeps buying off all of the best ones, and he's gathered a team of true elites.
Bear will
Um,
look at Fjark, kind of squint his eyes, and say, "You can be bird, right? I
Oh
remember.
my god, I was about to
I
say
remember
that.
this."
I was
oh my
about to
God,
say
I didn't even think of that.
that. Dude, we can fucking cheat so
We
good.
can cheat the shit out of this.
Everyone go.
Oh, are you saying that I should talk to the birds and use my animal handling?
No, he's saying you should transform into a bird and be the bird that he snowboards with.
You should
Oh,
be
oh,
over.
that's even more.
Be
Because I
the
was thinking I could talk to the birds and use animal handling. I mean, I have a +8 and animal handling.
That's
Oh
true.
shit,
That's
that's
another
good.
possibility.
That's another
But me turning
possibility.
into the bird might be pretty cool.
Yeah, that's a rad idea. Holy shit, I didn't even think
Wait,
about
I'm
that.
not high enough level.
Are you
Oh
not?
no! You
No,
can be a
I can't
bird.
fly yet.
Oh. You
How
have you
level do
have
Oh,
you gotta
animal
be?
polymorph though, right?
Uh, do
dude,
I
I
have
was
that
thinking
spell? I
that's
don't
it.
have that spell prepared.
Oh,
Well,
okay.
but you can prepare that later. I mean, the race isn't today.
Uh-oh, here we go. Nate wants this to happen so bad, I think.
I'm just saying, if you want to do this, it's I want to help that happen. Because that's a rad idea. So yeah, so um, she's like, I mean, uh, I don't know. I mean, I will not to be too braggadocious about this, but I was the best bird walker on the mountain.
Okay.
But I'm old, and I like to use my skills to teach and to save people, not to
Well,
just do it
right.
for sport.
Uh, not to be just above table, a buzzkill.
Yeah, I saw.
Animal polymorph.
I
It
just
has no fly speed.
Nah, it's okay. It's fine.
I think in one level I get a fly speed too. Let me double check, but I'm
It
like
was
pretty sure at level 6 I
it,
think
it
can
it's
was a
I
good
think
fly
it's
idea
speed.
level
though.
8. I think it's level.
Oh, it's level 8.
Oh, maybe not for your cuz you're
Moon, is he Moon?
Yeah, let me double check. Let me double check my.
Before I lose the thought while he's checking, I'm just gonna respond to her real quick, right?
Yeah.
And I'm just gonna say, well, it seems to me like if you come out of retirement, you're gonna live to do just that. Like if you win, you do the right thing, one, and two, you will help your whole community. Because I'm pretty sure Auntie is not the only one complaining about the rents around here and the monopoly. I don't know. I'm just saying words. Wink.
All right, the truth. You want the truth? It's not that I'm. I can't do it. I just can't. I can't go back.
What happened?
I
Talk
I
to
can
me.
bird walk. I can, you know, take people into the mountains on expeditions, searching for ruins or whatever. But the planned course, uh, I can't do that course again. The last time I attempted it, I lost my bird and I almost lost my life, and I just can't face that.
Oh man, I am so sorry.
See,
Is there another
it's
course that would be suitable?
no, that's not how it goes. That's the course that they've picked, or that they're going to pick. I know they will. It's the hardest one.
Is there a way that we can convince them to pick something else?
See, it goes down a hill. That's the Allfather's spine. It's the mountain. You climb to the top. You go down it. It's lots of ice crags and a glacier. And then
Yeah.
as you come down into the tree line, it's just treacherous with pine trees and
Wow.
you know hidden pitfalls. Um,
Yeah.
and then the final jump is the Devil's Gulch, and that's where I almost met my end. You see, you have to gain a lot of speed through the wooded section, but
Hmm.
of course, the wooded section you have to dodge things, and I lost too much speed trying to avoid a tree branch, and as I hit the hill, my bird made a noble effort, and he saved my life, but he crashed into the side of the mountain.
Noble bird. May I may I ask the name of this bird? If it's not too much trouble.
Yes, his name was Snowpiercer.
Good
Wow.
name. That's a very good
And
name.
that's a fantastic name. Fantastic name.
So this race though, you mentioned that he was putting together. He was hiring.
Cast into the snow.
Oh
Sorry.
no.
Sorry. Oh
um,
God.
so you mentioned that this gold beard or whatever is whatever he Hugh or whatever he's hiring all of the bird walkers to form a team. Does that mean if we wish to go against him, we also need a team, or is it a single person challenge?
Um,
That's good.
well, it's a team, but um, the idea behind the team is that not everybody will make it to the end.
Oh, you mean
So we could
deaths?
put up one racer. Whoever gets to the end first wins.
Oh,
So,
I
but the agreed upon rules are that you know you can have a team of up to 5.
I mean,
I know there are some younger assemblymen who part of this faction who wish to preserve the current mayor, um, who would do it, but they've never done this course, not in a true race.
I'm going to be honest with you. This sounds like a lot of fun. Am I the only one who just wants to do this, even though, I mean, it is the right thing to do, of course, to lower the lady's rent, but this just sounds like fun.
Yeah, it sounds fantastic. I'm not gonna lie to you. I'm intrigued.
Really?
Yeah. Oh yeah. I mean, what's going down a hill at blazing speeds with the windshields in your hair, in your face, and then
But you might die.
birds? I mean, what's life without a little adrenaline?
I do not think I will die, and I will kind of like part of his vest or whatever to show the world tree on my chest. There is too much I have yet to do. Perhaps you could join us, though. Be our fifth.
She sees that and her eyes like grow wide, and she's like, "Oh." She's like, "Have you been to the ruins north of here?"
This is one of the places we will be going, I believe.
Yeah.
Oh, in my younger days, I went, and there's massive giant ruins there, and I've kept this to myself because that symbol was on them,
Get out.
the symbol of that tree. I thought you must have seen it to get the tattoo of it. It's the only place I've seen that symbol.
That would be the place that I went, right? Okay.
Um,
No, didn't you just wake up with it one day?
no, yeah, yeah, that would be the place you went.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Oh,
Yes. This is where I was. This is where I was marked.
huh.
But you see this on me. It means change is coming. Perhaps you join us. We have fun on the mountain. You get your joy back.
Well, the contest is in a week.
Shit.
I guess I can ship you up into shape. You have something you need somewhere you need to be?
Um,
Oh yes.
we do. Hold on. Let me see.
We need
Did we gain a day on them?
Yeah.
I forgot. Right, we gained a day on them.
Yeah, you
Right.
gained 2 days. You gained 2 days on them.
Oh
Oh,
right.
Yeah.
Okay. Right.
Yeah.
okay. We
I got
gained
so
2 days on
distracted.
them.
Fuck.
Okay, and then if we go to the mountains, I mean not to the mountains. If we go up north, you said it's another day's travel to get there.
Yeah. Yeah.
We need to go to the eye of the altar.
Okay.
Um, so as you describe this place, which you've only seen in a vision, right? You don't have like a map of it, but you can like describe the route. Like
Yeah.
you have frequent visions of this after being exposed to, um, the Giants Codex and doing the trial of leadership um, at the lighthouse. She says, "Yes, that's the place with the tree. That tree symbol."
Oh, get out.
Really?
Wow. Yeah. I mean, we do have to get there actually. Um, I don't know how long it'll take for us to get there, do what we have to do, and come back. But after that, we're free.
Well,
She says, "Well, you're not gonna get there without a guide, so I would have to come, and I can train you in bird walking on the way because that's the only way to get up there, anyways."
Oh,
it
kill
will
two
be
birds with one stone. Oh, sorry. I mean,
Yes, that
Broogie,
is that is a bad
Broogie.
joke. That is a terrible joke. I don't know
oh,
where you learned that
Broogie, she
expression.
I,
just told us about her dead bird.
Someone
How
who
would you?
raises
totally.
condors, I feel like it
Um,
is in bad taste.
that no, it was not. I
So she
literally
just
forgot. I'm
emotionally
sorry.
confided in her in her sadness over her dead bird. You make this
To be
joke,
fair,
Broogie, please.
it wasn't a joke. I promise. And I'm chuckling too. I'm like, oh my god. No, no. I apologize. Oh, I'm sorry. That came out totally wrong. It did.
Um, but in truth, I got very distracted. Arturo, Yark, Broogie, we need to go. We need to go as fast as quick as we can. We should get this warm gear, and then we need to leave. We cannot deal with this lady's rent. We cannot wait for this race. We have to go. We are
Well, yeah. I mean, think about it though. The race is in a week,
yes,
so we have time to do what we have to do and come back.
yes.
Yes, this will be good training for you. It's a day there. Uh, unless there's unforeseen for circumstances, and then,
Yeah.
whatever you business you have there, maybe you have a day or two, and then you come back.
Just
What?
so that you know, this could be very dangerous.
Well, I am used to danger.
Clinton.
You can, and she looks around the adventuring shop, and you see like, you know, like all these like, you see like a polar owl bear head. You see like a
Like
yeti
this.
head. There's like all these like monsters that she's conquered in the mountains in the north. Um, and yeah, so she's pretty comfortable, and
Hmm.
she pulls out a big um iron crossbow, and
Oh,
she's like, I've got to go back, ready to go. I can be gone in the next couple of hours. I need to get the birds ready. So you do what
yeah.
you need. You need warmer gear, and you have a climber's kit. If you need more, that would be useful.
We should we all get one? Do you think?
Yes, I think we should. We are all muscly, so I think we should.
Yeah.
But we're
So she'll give you each a climber's kit as part of this. Like if you guys are gonna agree to like do the race, like part of this is like she's like trained most of the young um like the younger kids, especially the ones that are like on the that want to do this race to determine who's the next mayor. Um, and she really doesn't want them. Like she's worried for their lives. Like she almost lost her life on this run. She really doesn't know that any of them have the skill to do it. Um, she doesn't think that they do. And um, there's something about you guys. You guys have sort of a you know um, way about you. You're
I showed her the tattoo.
exemplary. Right,
Put her
right. You
off
showed her the
guard.
tattoo. Right. So yeah, she's willing to at least outfit you with climbing gear for free. Anything else, you do have to pay for if you want it. Um, but yeah, and then you got to go back to
she's
the
accompanying us, correct?
yeah, and then she'll send a note with you. And Natasha, yeah, she's coming with you. Natasha will take an IOU for
Okay.
the wool.
I want to give her the potion. I don't know if everyone else agrees, but where we're going, she could get brainwashed.
Oh, I forgot
Oh,
about that. I forgot you had that.
these.
And we can make more, right? We have the recipe.
Yeah,
Yeah,
you
we
have
have
the
the
recipe.
recipe.
I 100% agree. This is a very good idea.
Yeah,
You are
yeah.
very smart.
Didn't even think about it. I totally forgot you had
Canonically, he is.
I tap
that.
my headband. I
Sure.
am very smart.
Yes, this is what I
So
just said.
yeah, you hand it to her. Do you explain what it is or what? What
Yeah,
do you tell her about it? How do you tell her to take
yeah.
it? It's a
So
mystery potion.
I tell her that we have encountered strange beasts at these ruins that mess with your mental faculties, and that this potion will prevent them from doing that.
That's good. That's a good
Okay.
explanation.
It's not a lie, but it's a little bit not the truth. That's good, yeah.
Yeah. It's pretty plausible. I'll
Do you
let
want me
you.
to roll
Yeah, you need
persuasion?
to roll persuasion. I'll make it a DC 10, so it should be fairly easy.
Oh, it's almost a 20.
Can I be aiding him?
Oh, that's
You can
so
help him, yeah,
Okay.
Okay.
so he can have advantage.
Yeah.
Fuck.
Oh
No
my
way.
god. Fuck.
Fucking first rolls of 2025.
Wait, do you have
guys.
guidance?
I do.
How does guidance work? Is that a reaction?
No, it's
Do you have
it's a
to do it
cantrip
before?
I cast beforehand.
Ah,
Yeah, I forgot to
Okay.
do it.
You
It's
can have done it
D4.
if you want. I'll let you do that.
Okay,
I mean, you need a 3 or higher, right? So it's a 50-50 chance.
oh, what?
D4, right? D4 and
Yeah,
D4.
you need a 3 or a 4 on the D4.
Oh my
No
god.
way.
It wasn't meant to
Nope.
be.
It wasn't
So
meant
she
to be.
goes, she's like, that does not sound like anything I've heard of. I let me say this. If you insist, I will hold on to the potion. It smells weird. If I
It's
encounter these creatures, I will take it. How's that?
it.
It's
Okay.
too late. If you
It
encounter
might
them,
be.
it will be too late.
Yeah. It might be too late. Here's the deal, right? We're spectral pioneers. I mean, I cannot stress the fact enough that we've seen some weird ish. I mean, as a fellow adventurer yourself, and I kind of
You're
point.
spectral pioneers?
Yeah, I said it
Yeah.
like 5 times.
You did?
I did.
Oh, I didn't hear that.
Yeah.
That's me, Nate. I didn't hear that, but she didn't hear that. Her
Oh,
in character.
oh, that's fine. No, no, that's fine. No, I like this
She
conversation.
says,
Yeah, I
but
did.
you're orcs. I didn't know they let us do that. Is
Yeah.
that
It,
really?
we
Oh,
gained the trust of a you know of the board.
prove
Um,
it.
at
You have
okay.
We
proof?
have our licenses, our
Yeah,
provisional license.
yeah, and then also I will pull out. Also, I will pull out my what's it called? My leadership trinket, and then I would say, I promise that I wouldn't lead you astray, and I kind of show her my leadership trinket, and I would say it's against being a good leader, anyways, isn't it?
Says, Uh, Bruggen, I'll let you roll
Ooh, okay.
um
Holy crap.
another persuasion check.
Okay,
Um,
okay. I'll
this is
take
a
another
DC
read.
10 as well.
Okay. It's not a
You
plus
have
five,
advantage. You
but
have advantage
okay.
with
It's not a plus.
all this stuff.
It's
I
not a
thought it
plus
Last
was.
chance.
five,
Last and final
but
chance for her to take it.
oh my god, a one and a
Oh.
17.
Okay.
Okay, thank God I have advantage.
Because otherwise, I don't
Well,
know if
she's
we
like,
could have. I don't know if we could have taken her. Like we're
No,
going directly into the lion's den
yeah,
of these fucking
yeah.
people.
yeah.
So she says, all right, because you two are my people, and I see this license. I've only seen it once before.
Oh,
And I met one.
okay.
He was an elf man. Dreamy. Oh, God. He was beautiful, beautiful man. He saved my life in my younger days when I was an adventurer. And, well, let's just say that we made the camp together. You know what I mean? Um,
Okay.
anyways,
Um.
I did get to
I
see his
see what you're
license, of
doing.
course, but
You had a delicious meal. Elves are very good with cooking.
yes, that's
They're really
she
good
like
with their
catches on that.
hands.
She's
They're
like,
really good with their hands. Really.
yes, it was a meal together that we both enjoyed very much until we were full. So we will get going in a few hours. And she knocks back the potion, and she's like, like it's awful. Like you remember the taste. It's just like
Yeah.
probably the
Yeah.
worst tasting potion ever. And she like,
Just
and
chase it with some ale. Chase it with some ale.
so she rolls a con check just to avoid throwing up, and she's like, oh, ugh. What kind of beast are you planning to encounter if it requires a potion that vile? But you
I
know they say the more bitter the medicine, uh, the stronger. What I don't know the saying, but you know
Neither
what
do
I
we.
mean.
the better. Yeah, the better it is.
Wait. Can I do this?
Oh my God. Okay.
The more bitter the medicine, the more effective it is.
Is that what it is?
Ah.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I guess I am inoculated against whatever fantasy creature you think you're going to run into, but I will take your word for it.
I
I've
wish you
seen
never
strange
meet it.
things on the trail.
I wish you never meet it. I
All right.
mean,
Well, you go get your wool, and I will get the birds ready. I have the children of Snowpiercer and they are finally old enough to take to the mountains. I've been training them.
Oh, they have kids.
He sired one last clutch of eggs.
Oh, that is sweet. It'll mean so much more when we win.
Let's not get these birds killed, okay? Let's just.
No, we're not. I promise you, we're not gonna get them. We're not.
I make no guarantees, and I'm really sorry about that.
How big?
You know,
How big are
it's-
these birds? What are these?
They're like giant condors. So and they're big, and they have like sort of inky black feathers. These are scavengers. They eat almost exclusively frozen food.
Oh,
They live in these mountains in the north. They find they'll follow travelers, people who are you know lost or whatever, and when they succumb to the elements, then they die. And but these have been trained in captivity, and yeah.
the,
I
yeah,
was
the
just wondering because
domesticated.
as a druid, I can do wild companion,
Okay.
but I was wondering if if a bird that size might be too big to be a
What
wild
would be a wild companion?
So it's anything of a challenge rating of 0.
Okay.
So it says cat, hawk, lizard, owl, raven. So
Casper, for sure.
Oh my god, how big is Catspur? Could Catspur pull us? Because he's
No,
got
no,
wings,
I don't
right?
think.
No
He
chance,
has
dude.
wings.
Casper is a
Oh.
cat, man. What are you talking about?
Yeah, but he
Man.
could fly. This is D&D. I don't know.
Dude, that would be fantastic. With the what's that spell to make him big? Oh,
Oh, enlarge?
that would be
Oh my
fantastic.
god.
That would actually be
Jeez.
awesome.
I
Yeah.
can enlarge.
To enlarge
I can
Catspur, that would work.
I can only enlarge one person because it's concentration. I can't do 2. But it'd be sick
You
if I
only,
could
you
long
only
give
can you
him
need
the
one. You only need
potion
one.
potion of hill giant strength and then shrink you down so you're tiny.
Oh
That's
man.
funny. How long does enlarge last?
uh, I gotta check. It lasts, I think, like up to 10 minutes or something. Let me enlarge
That would be fantastic.
spell.
1 minute.
Yeah, up to 1 minute. Dang it!
Ah,
This
okay.
race is too long.
Yeah. That was a good thought though.
I could reduce myself and let my bird take me further.
I mean, you could if like for your bird, you could do the animal companion and then cast enlarge on it, and then mid race cast enlarge on it again. I guess if you wanted to. I don't know.
Does making it bigger make it go faster? That's the question. Because that would be cool.
Oh, he could
That
just
would
cast it on the condor.
Right,
Yeah.
that's what I'm saying. Like, will making it bigger? Will it make it go faster?
I don't
Because
think
if
it
it
would increase
does,
its speed. No, I think it would maintain
okay.
the same speed. Yeah.
Or would making me smaller make it faster? Because then it's less weight to load to
I mean,
carry.
that would potentially probably be.
But it'll be the same thing though. Because technically, if it gets bigger, you would get smaller to it. To
I would
get
say
stronger.
that there's sort of a max speed that the bird can go, but if you're weighed down, I'll say it would make it easier to spur it along to go faster
If I'm smaller, right?
if you're smaller.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I got some tricks in my
Okay.
mind,
Yeah.
That's cool.
Speak with animals, persuade the bird to have a good race, use my animal handling skills.
I can snowboard, right? It doesn't just have to be skis.
Yes. Oh yeah. You definitely can if you want. If you
I
want to use a
100%
snowboard,
want
that's
to.
fine.
I've snowboarded
Yeah.
since I was like 4 years old.
Yeah.
Or since I was 10. I skied when I was
Yeah.
Wow, Bear has been snowboarding since he was 4 years old.
So yeah, so you guys go. You get the IOU from Brunhilde, and you take it to Natasha, and Natasha's like, "Okay, yeah, take what you need." And she's done with the bear suit, by the way. So, Fury,
That's
you have a bear
awesome.
suit. Arturo, you have a cat suit. And um, Bear and Bruggen, I'm not sure what you guys have, but you have those Russian hats, and
Well,
you
no,
know, just real.
I want a hat that kind of looks like a Christmas tree.
Oh yeah, okay, yep, you can get one of those for sure. Those exist.
Also, I want to buy some rations.
Sure, yeah.
Happy.
Um, Good question.
Isn't it like a gold for like a week's worth or something like that?
5.
Yeah, so like one ration, 1 day of rations is 5 silver pieces.
All right, I'll buy 3.
Okay. So that's 15 silver.
Yeah.
Okay. Is anybody else buying rations?
Me,
I just
You'll
figured.
I'm
need it.
gonna.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm gonna do a week's worth of rations.
Okay.
Just in case we run into anything. I have plenty of silver pieces, so that's minus 35.
Could I have been getting my rations down that I started
Oh
with?
wait, I have 5 already. Okay, it's all right. I'll just add
Yeah,
to
if
the
you
top.
started with rations, I mean, you haven't really used them because like on the ship is provisioned, so you don't have to use those rations. Um, and otherwise you haven't really done much like overland travel, so you can
You
have
know,
rations if you started with them.
Because I started with
I
10,
did.
so I don't think I need to.
I
Yeah, you
started
don't need
with
to buy them.
5.
Okay.
You know what? I'm just gonna buy 2
Okay.
to give me a total of a week's worth.
Yeah, that's 10
And
silver.
yep,
Good deal.
and I'll just yep.
I'll buy
Uh,
2 more. Because I have 240 copper left.
Okay. Yeah.
okay.
Yeah, all right. So Brunhilde takes you to the back of her outfitters, and you guys are all kind of have your packs. She's got skis or boards depending on what you want to choose to sort of hook into, um, and um, the she's got 5 birds out with you guys, and so um, the one that she has is the mother of the birds, um, which was Snowpiercer's mate, and her name is Forget Me Not. And the other 4 birds are there are 2 males and 2 females. Do you guys want to name them? I haven't come up with
Yeah.
names for them. So if you guys want to come up with like, not in character you're naming them, but like, what would their names be?
Snowpiercer's children. What's the name of the first one you said? You, did you name one of them already, Nate?
No, he did.
Yeah, so Snowpiercer and Forget Me Not was
Right.
his mate. Yeah. So those are his children.
Oh.
It's
Yeah.
it's important that you said that our characters are not naming them, because Bear would have named them. So
Forget me not. Can one be
Yeah.
pierce me not?
Oh
Pierce Me Not.
no.
because
No.
it's Snowpiercer and Forget Me Not.
If that's what you want yours to be, yeah.
No, let me
Can
come
mine
up
be
with something
Kevin?
better.
Kevin?
Yeah, Kevin.
Love it. Yeah. Yours is Kevin. And it's one of the females.
What are they
Sick.
again? What are they?
They're like
Crane?
giant condors. Yeah.
His is a female named Kevin. I want mine to be Bertram.
Bertram.
Yeah.
That's a great name. All right, Bertram. Dan, you got a name?
Oh my god.
I'm going to name it um Charlemagne.
Charlemagne.
Charlemagne, yeah.
Fucking rad. All right, that's great. King Charlemagne. Okay, Lou.
Okay, they're black. You said right?
Yeah, they're like they've got like mostly inky black feathers.
Okay.
Yeah.
Wind Ripper.
Wind Ripper.
That's a great.
Like instead of Grim Reaper,
Yeah.
Wind Reaper. I guess Wind Reaper. Yeah.
Yeah, Wind Reaper.
Sounds
That's
cool.
rad.
Edgar Allan Crow.
That's actually a good one.
Inspiration point. Nice.
Yeah, I feel like that does warrant inspiration. Take an inspiration. Good job. Okay, so you guys are ready to go. By this point, you know you got in the morning. It's been a couple hours, and you know she's like, look, if we hit it hard, we can get there by nightfall. And you say are you trying to, like, is there somebody pursuing you? Are you trying to get there before someone?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay.
You got us.
Both.
Would
Well,
you would you like to set up an ambush?
oh. I do
Um.
not know how useful it would be to kill them, unfortunately. They just come back when, as I
Yeah.
said, things are
Well,
dangerous.
Okay,
But
when they die, they
Kev,
come back when they
Bear,
die.
Bear,
Who are you up
remember
against?
we did come up with the plan. We just need the ore
Yes.
for the
that's right.
cage.
You need
That's
ore.
right.
What kind of ore?
Yeah.
Adamantium.
Adamantium?
Oh, okay.
Oh yeah, that's right. I forgot about that. We need that.
How does this one come back to your enemy?
We are not.
Would you but would you believe us if we told you we have we're up against what's the guy's name again? I forget
A
to write it
silver.
down. The Silver Knight.
I mean, I've heard tales, and I've heard news that there was somebody calling himself the Silver Knight who was back. That's who you fight,
Yeah,
and he comes back after dying.
yeah, it's crazy.
It is
Well,
not the
would he
tale.
come back if he was buried in an avalanche?
He drowned
He drowned, he came back. It
and he came back.
basically, I think it is if it is an accident or like it can't be done by what I
You-
understand.
Oh,
There are
she's
theories
right.
that if he dies in battle, he will come back stronger than before.
But she's
Right.
right. An
But
avalanche is nature's doing.
right, then what if we help nature just a little bit?
Would that work?
Is that you
Oh.
haven't faced him in the field of battle, right?
I don't know if that would work. That's actually a really good idea
It's a good
too.
idea.
Well,
Okay, okay, okay.
I can help you set that up so that anybody who comes through after you may have a good chance of getting buried alive.
Okay.
And then we'll have
Ooh.
fresh powder to ride back down on.
I like
Sounds
this.
good. Sounds like a good plan.
Some fresh
If you're
pow
worried about that.
for the ride
Can,
back.
can we tell her? Can we tell her our plan? Just in case Plan A doesn't work, then we can go to Plan B.
Yeah,
Yes,
what's your plan?
actually, she has taken the potion. We can tell her. I trust her at least.
No. Yeah, I'm just saying we should tell her the plan.
Yeah,
Yeah.
to make a cage out of adamantium.
Yeah.
And keep him in the cage.
And then bury him in avalanche. Then he'll suffocate to death.
Yeah, she says, well, there is something you must know.
Uh-oh.
My family used to, well, this whole place we used to use the adamantium. We it's rich with adamantium. This whole area. There are mines. Most of the industrial part of town is miners. They mine in the mountains, and the dwarves are trying to take over and expand that operation. But our people here, that's our legacy, our heritage, and I do have some. It's passed down in my family. If you help me save the city, I will help you with this cage.
Wow.
We will save
Just
the
like
city.
that?
If you keep Goldbraid from taking over the city and turning it into a resort and expanding the mining operation and making this place hell on earth for our people, it's raising the rents, driving us out of our homes, of our businesses. If you do this, then I would I would give you this heirloom of mine. It is a
And
big home
maybe we could make some dinner too. Just kidding. That's a joke.
of adamantium. Wait, dinner?
So we go up this mountain. We should leave. Yes.
Yes.
Dinner?
Yeah, we should leave.
Okay.
Um,
We should go.
yeah, if you guys want to leave, so she'll guide you out. So everybody's gonna have to make a athletics check as you guys are going to be bird walking up the mountain through the snow pass.
Oh.
So the birds kind of pull you along as they
Why
can.
can't it be animal handling?
This is just to stay upright.
Oh,
So
okay.
it's DC 10 athletics check.
I also have been using a spell slot to speak with my bird to develop a relationship with Bertram, so that
Sure, yeah.
Bertram is my friend.
Does that spell have the ritual tag? Because you can do that without having spent a.
Let me see. It might actually.
Yeah, check.
It is, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
How long does
sweet.
speak with animals last?
10 minutes.
Yeah, so you can, spend 10 minutes with Bertram and become friendly with him. And okay, so Arturo has passed his check.
Oh my god.
Bear has passed his check just by the skin of his teeth. How the fuck
Oh,
does that happen?
that is.
Oh gosh, dude. I have horrible athletics. Oh shit.
So the birds take off. Bear and Arturo, you guys take to it. You're sliding around, gliding around. Bruggen, the bird takes off. You're able to hold your feet for a little bit, and then at some point you kind of wipe out. But you get back up, and you keep at it, and you go. Fjark, you start
I'm just
going,
getting dragged in the snow.
and you immediately like lose like. So think of it like it's like you're harnessed around the waist, but then you're also like holding on to like think like when you go water skiing, like one of those like things, um, to sort of like guide the bird. And as the bird like starts flying, as Bertram starts flying, and he does like just gently start flying because you made friends with him. Um, it yanks the thing out of your hands. You fall flat on your ass. He pulls you. You're gonna take D6 bludgeoning damage, just for failing by more than 5. Uh, so you'll take 3 bludgeoning damage. You get back up, and Brunhild is like, oof. Eh. Well, maybe you'll get the hang of it with some
Wait,
practice.
I
Yeah.
have idea. And I proceed to try to strap the board to my stomach instead of standing,
Okay.
and then hold it like I'm like on a surfboard, and I'm going like face first with my stomach, like Superman pose.
So you're like on a boogie board.
Yeah. You see, I have short stubby legs. I'm not very good.
Okay.
Short stubby legs, not very good at athletics.
Yeah.
And I try it
Huh.
like that.
Okay.
Superman pose.
Yeah, you're fine. You don't have to re-roll the check. This was just like the initial like setting off, right? So you guys are on your way. If you want to go Superman pose, that's great. Um, and yeah, you're it's ridiculous. You're going
In a
uh
bear outfit. In a bear outfit.
in a bear outfit and a little teddy bear outfit. Oh my god, I can't
There's a
believe it.
little seal on a surfboard.
Yeah, a little white teddy bear. Um, and yeah, so as you guys go, um, you go up the course, up into the mountains, um, and about halfway, she says, it takes about a day to get there, and we're leaving in the afternoon, so we will have to make camp. But we'll make camp on the spot that we can then sort of sabotage. What do you think of that?
Oh,
Okay.
yeah.
So she leads the way, and as she's going, she's sort of like, you know, leading the way. Like she'll point to like a landmark and say, whoever's up front like can lead, and then she's sort of, going back and forth between the line of you guys, sort of coaching you on how to do this. So the way it works is on like a course, right? And this is just for the racing purposes, and we'll get to this when we get to the race, which probably won't be this week. Um, but the courses are about how fast you can complete it, and you also get to do stunts, and your time will be reduced by the score, how well you do the stunt. So the way it works is a course is at least 1,000 feet long. The course that you'll be doing for the race is uh, a little bit longer than that. The baseline speed while birdwalking is 90 feet. You can spur the bird on to go faster for speed, uh, or to move higher while you're kind of soaring through the air, which would give you a better score on your aerial maneuvers. Um, so the way that works is you would have to do an animal handling check to do either of those things. If you succeed, you can either double your movement speed, or you can add an extra 60 feet of hang time to your next jump, which will grant you advantage on your next aerial maneuver. Um,
Are aerial
and
maneuvers acrobatics?
Yes, so aerial maneuvers are acrobatics check. Um, if you fail, then your speed for the next round will be reduced by 30 feet. If you succeed, um, then you are successful in executing your trick, and the amount, like the score that you get on that acrobatics check, will reduce your um, time, basically. So it counts as like your speed. I don't know if that makes sense, but like basically you're trying to get like each round, you're trying to get to 1,000 feet, right? Like let's say it's 1,000. Let's say the course is 1,000 feet. So like 90 feet would take 11 rounds to get through. If you can double the speed, then it would go faster than that. And if you can get like a really big acrobatics check, like get some big air, then you'd go the 90 feet plus um, whatever trick you did. Um, so the score for the trick would be equal to the outcome of your check.
Bear is going to be a trick monster.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Because I can use strength with acrobatics when I'm raging.
Yeah.
So I just get advantage on that and +8. Gonna be a monster.
Mhm.
Bjork's gonna be more like the Jamaican bobsled team, except he's going down face first.
Feel
Yeah.
the rhythm, feel the rhyme.
He's,
It's
like,
Jamaican
sledding, like-
bobsled time.
Like, do
And
you remember when you were a little kid and you sled and you'd go down face first on the sled?
yeah.
That's Bjork. He's just gonna be going down.
Well, and there will be like other obstacles and other things, like so there will be like some jumps and some other obstacles as you go, especially on the final race. But that's kind of how it'll work. So what I was planning on doing is like on the way back after you've had some time, your characters have had time in character to take this journey up the mountain. Then the way back down, we'll do it like you're doing a course as like a practice run, and then when you get back to town, probably have some RP and then set up the race, and you guys will do the race. So, but we're going to the Eye of the Allfather first. Night begins to fall, and you can tell that Brunhilde is just like a really skilled hand. She's a great teacher. Um, and I'm just going to have everybody roll animal handling checks to see how well this first day of travel goes.
Animal handling? Oh God, I thought it was athletics.
All right, 15's good.
Nope. Not going well.
Oh no.
So Fjark, you were having trouble staying up once you got on your belly. Your you know skill with animals and your connection to Bertrand. Was it Bertrand?
Bertram.
Bertram sort of has you now kind of leading the pack. Bear, you're still doing really well. You're relying a lot more on your athleticism, but your connection to the bird is pretty good. Bruggen and Arcturo, you guys are sort of struggling to get the bird to do what you want. And there's maybe just something imperceptible in the way that you're sending you know signals through like pulling the ropes in different directions or something. Your athletics checks were good, but or Bruggen, yours wasn't. um you were close to passing, so you guys are
I
doing.
actually had a +3 to that. I don't know why I didn't add
Oh,
it.
you did. Oh,
Yeah.
okay, so you passed then. That's that
Okay.
you
Okay.
passed.
Okay.
So you're doing well. Again, you're relying more on your athletics to
Yeah.
sort of stay on top of things and um, to generate speed and stuff. And there's just got to be a little bit more trust in the bird and whatever. And that's what Brunhilde keeps saying is like, trust in the bird, please. Let them do the work. They love doing this.
Okay.
As you sort of park it for the night, she pulls out some like frozen uh like like food for the birds, and she's feeding them and tending to them. And you guys set up camp uh tucked away up on like a ridge line. Um and um she sort of helps you guys set up camp, and you guys can long rest. And if anybody wants to, stay on watch or whatever, she says, there are dangerous things here in the mountains, so we must be careful. Even though we are half a day out of the city, it's bird walking can take you a far distance.
Right. I will take first watch.
All right, so roll a perception. Okay. The night is cold and still, and calm. And gotta pull up these.
Who's taking second watch?
I can
I
take second
can.
walk.
Oh, you want to? Okay.
Yeah. I don't know. My rolls have been terrible this round.
It's fine.
Well,
I can take the second watch if
I
anything.
have good perception, right? Perception.
When
It's
I'm
perception
waking
check.
up Fjark, I'll or I suppose actually first watch isn't. Anything happened during?
No, nothing happens. It's pretty uneventful.
Okay. When I wake up Fjark, I will say, this adventure has been eventful, has been nice. I am glad to have met you.
I'm glad to have met you too, Bear.
I think
You are a good orc
I
and a
well
good friend.
well. I think there is much we can do, and I hope that I can keep my eye on my brother. But maybe times when I am not able to. Would you help me with this? I
Of
worry
course.
about him. You
Of
know?
course. What do you need?
I just sometimes he has sticky fingers, you know.
Mm.
And perhaps if you saw this, I do not know if you stop him, maybe not, but at least let me know. Yes?
Will do. I've met many sticky fingered lads in my tavern during my time,
I
and
appreciate it.
some of them did not meet kind ends. I do not wish this for Bruggen,
Neither do
so
I, and
I will help him.
it sometimes gets him in trouble. I would just like to be aware this happened. That is all.
Will do. Thank you for your vote of confidence.
Appreciate it, VR.
Do I begin my watch?
Yeah, so go ahead and roll perception.
Okay. See how this goes. Oh my gosh, dude. My freaking rolls are butt cheeks right
Um,
now.
so yeah, I mean the night goes pretty well. You're just sitting on watch. The wind is howling. And you
Hello? 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 Is anyone there? Hello? Is anyone there? Can you hear me? Is this working? Is this working? Is this work?
Ritual, you don't spend a spell slot, so as long as you can spend 10 minutes
Material
plus the
cost.
casting time.
Yeah.
you can do
And
them as
materials, right? Don't they usually have materials involved?
if they have materials that are expended as part of casting the spell, then yeah.
It does not have materials.
Okay.
It's just verbal and
What ritual are you trying to cast?
just speak with animals. I just wanted to keep talking to my
Oh
my
yeah.
buddy Bertram. You know, he's been reading
Okay.
me poetry. He likes poetry.
Yeah. So with
Um,
speak with animals, I'll have you can roll a persuasion or you can roll animal handling, whichever one you're more comfortable with. Um, and if you score high enough, this will lower the DC of animal handling for future bird walking with Bertram. So yeah, 22. You have lowered the DC for your animal handling check by 2.
Nice.
So for doing like maneuvers or for doing extra speed, your animal handling check DC will go down from a DC 15 check to a DC 13 check.
okay.
That's cool.
So yeah.
Are there any negatives to like failing an animal handling check when you're doing this?
No. So the negative is just that you don't get to go faster.
Gotcha.
Yeah. The negative, if you like, yeah, don't get the extra hang time, like that. So yeah, failing the animal handling check means you just go the bird's base speed, and you can still do an aerial maneuver to try to add to that speed, like to your score, basically. Um, but you won't have advantage. So the animal handling check gives you advantage on the aerial maneuvers, or it can double their speed. So you can go for speed or you can go for maneuvers.
Yeah, Bertram's become my buddy. He's like my little friend, and I
Yeah,
read him. He quotes me his poetry comes up with while he flies through the sky.
that's crazy, dude.
Yeah, he's
Um,
called it's all variations of Edgar Allan Poe.
that's weird. That's cool though. So your watch goes uneventful.
That's good.
All
All
right.
right. Is there a
Next
third
watch.
watch?
Yeah, there's a third watch.
Yeah,
Who's on
nah,
third
that'll be
watch?
good. I could do it. Um, what is it? A perception, right?
Yep.
Dude, we're rolling hard.
Oh, dude, our rolls are butt cheeks right now.
Wow. Just for shits
Um,
and giggles, let me see something real quick. Let me see
yeah,
if this is better. Okay, I like the way that rolls better. You can keep the 10 though.
yeah. So
I'm
on a
not, I'm
10,
gonna drag
the
it.
wind is howling by this point in the night, like pretty loud. It's bitter cold. Uh, uh, I'm gonna have you roll a. Everybody else is kind of bundled up, warm. You're having to kind of sit up, um, and you know, um, you're trying to stay warm, but it's pretty cold.
Yeah.
I'm gonna have you roll a Constitution check,
Oh,
um,
shit.
and you'll have advantage because you have your heavy winter clothes.
Oh, okay. Oh, there we
Oh,
go.
there you go.
Yo.
There we go.
So you're able to kind of like bunch up and stay warm with the extreme cold. And then
I'm gonna use
um,
my sleight of hand tricks to keep warm.
yeah.
I don't know how that works, but bundle
Um,
up, you know.
and I don't know how many watches go. I mean, I think that a long rest is 8 hours, and I
Yeah,
think a watch would be 2 hours. You have to
two
start at
hours
least.
each.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. So Arturo, you're up next. Go ahead and roll a perception check.
Okay. Perception
I'm counting
check.
the night.
Dude, are we all gonna hit under 10 with perception? Okay, good. Good, good, good. Dirty 20. I like it.
I'll take it.
Better than us. Shoot.
Um, so yeah, you are uh able to you hear like in the distance a howl that echoes over the land. Uh, you can't tell if it's the wind or some creature. Um, and it goes for about 5 minutes, and then it stops abruptly. It doesn't sound close, but it is a haunting sound. Uh, and then after about an hour and a half, the sun rises, and it's time to break camp. You made it through the night. So Brunhilde sort of points out on this ridge, like an icy ridge, like an ice shelf kind of thing, and she's like, um, you mentioned the
Uh,
Silver Knight and his retinue. How many people are with him?
It varies, right? His goons are usually what about five, with him six maybe,
There,
right?
there were a lot on the
he
boat.
always has a
Yeah,
squire who follows him around.
yeah, there were a lot on the boat. Like there was like 20 or 30 on the boat. So you think
I
he's
mean,
got at least like a squad, and if he's gained followers in the meantime, then
Does
oh
Arturo
shit,
tell us
yeah.
about the howling, the creepy howling tonight?
if he wants to.
I don't know. It could be a creature that Brunhilde knows about, but
How would you describe the howling? Just like a wolf howl, or like a bobcat howl, or
Oh, is it?
Not a wolf's howl, but yeah, I mean, like I said, it was hard to tell if it was the wind or not.
the Wendigo, man.
Um,
oh man, I was just gonna say that. So Arturo, when everyone wakes up, he's like, "You guys, you never believe this. I heard the window gasp," and I look at Bear trying to egg him on.
What is Windigat?
Yeah,
Window
well,
gasp. It's a strange creature that comes out at night, and it takes the form of an animal, but it's really a demon. And if you, in the middle of the night, hear it, it means it's close to your camp and it's trying to steal your soul. Um, Wendigas.
But it is thing
is
we
that
can
a
fight,
is that a
right?
D&D creature? Are we talking about something?
What's that, Nate?
Is that a D&D creature?
Uh, I think Arcturo is just kind of like messing
Oh,
with
okay.
Bear at
Yeah,
this
yeah, sorry.
point.
Okay.
But it's obviously, I don't know what it is in your world, but um, it's based on the Wendigo. But Arcturo just completely made it up to get Bear going because he definitely heard something. So
There,
he's more like telling a camping ghost story to get him kind
Yeah.
of like spooked.
this is this is from the D&D wiki. There is a Wendigo at D&D.
Is there?
Yeah.
That would make sense. I mean, it is a mythological creature, right? So it probably has been statted out at some point.
I mean, well, sure. Like the D&D wiki is not a place I like people put that's like a lot of homebrew stuff that I don't. Isn't always balanced, I'll say that.
But this is
So,
your
but
That's cool. I'll
camping
look it up.
world.
Yeah.
but
But
this thing, it can be fought, right? This thing that takes souls, we can kill it if it comes for our souls.
I believe it can. I haven't researched it. As a young pup, I heard stories about it, and if I misbehaved, they said they would let the Vindagast come and take us, and I had to act up. But they certainly sounded like I was described as a child. Maybe Fiork, maybe I don't know, as a young lad yourself, did your parents regale any tales of the Windy Gas?
Uh, Yes, yeah, my parents certainly would use it to try to scare me.
So
I
it's
I don't believe in
Brunhilde's
ghosts.
Brunhilde's like, I have never heard of such a creature. I have encountered yetis and saber-toothed cats and polar bears and owl bears and
Yes,
hmm.
but
other things that you wish not to encounter.
the
Lest you,
Silver Knight was also just a story until suddenly he wasn't.
well, that's
This is true.
I cannot argue with that reasoning, Bear. That's
Hmm. And
good. So
like,
speaking of the Silver Knight, uh we should probably set this up here. This is, and you can see that there's like sort of an ice shelf that you're on top of, and she wants to drive like pitons uh into um certain spots in the shelf that she identifies. Uh and basically she says if the band is like making like a fair amount of noise or takes a certain path, it'll make the shelf like really likely to fall on them and bury them alive.
Okay.
And she thinks that the weather's kind of perfect for this spot to, you know, if they're gonna come here in a couple days, then um, it'll be kind of like the perfect spot for them to have been buried. Um, so yeah. Uh, so as you go, she's gonna sort of identify spots. You're gonna drive in a stake, and you go along the ridge line. And she does that for about 15 times. And you guys are sort of like along this ridge because you're bird walking, um, and like it's highly unlikely that the Silver Knight will be doing that. Like we'll be bird walking through.
Ah,
Um,
that's true. That's a good point.
so um, okay. So the you continue on, and let me just roll to see if you have a mountain encounter. You do not.
Can
So,
I do like can I give um damn I lost my train of thought. Can I give a Wind Reaper like some type of like food? I kind of want to bond with him to see if I can get him to like me a little bit, so that when I'm doing this bird walking with him, it'll be a little easier, or at least, you know, what I'm saying?
with yeah, yeah. So you want to do like an animal handling with your bird?
Uh, shit, I guess, sure. If that helps, yeah.
Yeah, that would help. What did you want to do? Just to like,
Just kind of bond with it, like feed it breakfast, talk to it, pet it, even though I don't have the talk with animals like Bjork does. But I just kind of want to like the old fashioned. When you like tame a horse and you feed it and pet it and you just kind of gentle rub it, so that the
uh-huh.
animal could feel safe with you.
Yeah,
Kind of
so
sort
that's
of like that. Yeah.
so that's definitely animal handling, and
Okay.
I'll say like if you're gonna take time and feed it treats and stuff, then like I'll give you
Yeah.
advantage on it.
Ooh. Okay. All right. Let's. Ooh. Oh wow. Double 17s.
Yeah. So with the 17, I'll say that your animal handling check going forward will be reduced by 1. So
Okay.
it's going to be a DC 14 check handling check to double your movement or to increase the hang time, give you advantage on aerial maneuvers.
Gotcha.
Yep.
DC 40. Perfect. All right.
Du-du-du-du.
Yeah, I just want to get better.
This sounds so dumb. Um, so the headband of intellect,
Uh,
correct?
yeah.
Yeah.
It can it shrinks to the size of whatever person's head. And does it work on beasts?
Oh no.
Um, I think it's just a creature. A creature can attune to it.
So could I put it on Bertram and, put it around his neck like a collar and then make Bertram smarter?
Dude, our ideas are
Um,
going off the roof
Because I
today.
realize he wouldn't know poetry, right? He's a dumb bird still.
yeah. I like that idea. Yeah, I think that'd be cool. I'll say this: if you do this, you will be making him like fully self-aware as a creature, right? Um,
You'd be
and
totally changing the relationship.
um, he would be able to speak with you. Um, I mean, he doesn't know human language, but yeah, he'd be able to write poetry and all that. But uh, he would also maybe not, especially initially, he's not going to want like to go back to his ignorance, right? Like that might be too
Oh, so
insufferable
he's
after
not going to want to
tasting the
give back
intelligence.
to.
So he might not want to give back. It might just think about that. Like think about what maybe the ethical consequences of giving him
Oh
like that
yeah,
level of
dude. Then I
intelligence would
gotta
be,
take away his
right?
sentience
Right. So just
if I
think
want it
about
back.
that and what that would mean, especially as a druid. You could do it, but it may be then the right thing to leave it with him if you do it. If you uncork that genie, so to speak.
Yeah, that'd be
Which
hard.
I think is cool. I support it. I'm not trying to tell you not to, but
No,
I'm
I
just
think it'd
telling
be
you,
cool. I
yeah.
think it would be cool. He'd have sentience, which would be sick. The only thing is, I'd want him on my adventures now. I
Yeah.
wouldn't want to give him back to the lady. I
Oh,
don't want him to come with us.
we'll have Catspur and what's his name?
Bertram.
Bertram. Oh my goodness, we're gonna have pets, aren't we? We're all gonna have pets. We're gonna end
It
up with
would be
pets.
sick. And then he can do all my intelligence checks for me. He's like a parrot on my shoulder, except he's massive. I gotta think about that one.
Okay. That's fine.
I don't know. I don't know. It'd be cool though. What does the rest of the party think?
Is this in character? Um.
Yeah.
Oh.
I propose the idea with my headband of intellect making me smart. I have this idea, and it will
Okay.
make him smarter, so he can come up with better routes to bird jump.
That actually makes sense. But will he want to be that type of bird though?
Well, he knows we're his friend. I
Yes,
think
but
he'd want to help his friend.
would he still want to be your vehicle for moving?
Listen,
He is sentient.
I love Bear, and as his brother, I wouldn't want him being a piggyback on my back,
I used to do this
for
when
sport.
we were young.
Yeah, but it's different. He's a bird. He's been bred to do this. This is his destiny.
Oh, I don't
His
know.
life's calling.
What if he wants to pursue other things?
Yeah, he might feel like his purpose in life is greater once you give him intelligence. I mean, it's up to you.
It's up to you,
It is up to
but
you.
I'm actually intelligent for the next long rest, so I'm actually making sense with what I'm saying. Otherwise, I think Bruggen would be all for it. I'm not gonna lie.
I'm
Do you
gonna
want to
do
talk
it.
to Brunhilde about it?
Oh yeah, let's consult Brunhilde first. Yes.
What's the worst that can happen?
It's her bird. Yeah, it's her bird, right? So
She says, so what's your proposal? You want to make the bird intelligent?
I want to make him smarter. Yeah. So we can go down the routes faster, but also so he's my friend.
She says, this isn't interesting. Look, I am not. I mean, if you wish to buy the bird from me, he's a prized uh um bird walking bird, you know. But so you can buy him from me, and then he's yours to do with what you want. But you know, if you make him intelligent, and I'll say this: if you win the race and you become friends with him, um, you can have him. If you,
So
Fjark, win the race.
if I win the race. Okay, but if I don't, I have to buy him. How much would he cost?
Well, he is one of my prize birds, so um, I would say 20 gold.
Okay. You have a deal. I put it on him.
Well, now I feel like I made it. Okay.
she walked into that one so good.
Now I feel like I underestimated his value. Shit.
Um, okay. So yeah, do you pay her 20 gold now in the mountains?
Uh,
You have
yeah,
it
I'll
on
pay
you?
her now. Yeah.
Okay.
I'll pay her now.
Yeah, so just remove 20 gold from your pockets.
If I win, she's got to pay me back.
No.
Oh,
If you wanna do this now, you gotta pay her. You gotta buy the bird from her now.
Oh, okay. Well, I bought him.
Okay. Yeah, so you help the bird attune to the helm of intellect, and now the bird is Bertram. Um
oh my
You say
God.
is like
Bergstrom?
Yeah.
We find out we've been pronouncing his name wrong. That's
Bertram.
the first thing he tells us. He's like, I am not Bertram.
Bertram. My
I
my
am
name
Bird.
is Bertram. I come from a long line of snow condors here in the mountains of the Orcish realm.
Are you an Esquire? Bergstrom Esquire?
Bertram, I do not know. I have been an ignorant bird until I've just gained the thought of life.
Wait, hold on. Hold on. We could all talk to him?
No.
I
No,
was
he's just talking
about
to
to
Fjark.
say.
I
Oh,
guess.
I was
Oh
about
yeah.
to
if he has
say.
a 17 intelligence, he can be like speaking
He's
human, right?
19.
Common.
19 intelligence because it
Yeah.
raises
So
it to
he
19.
he doesn't know common yet. He would have to learn common. You can teach him common eventually.
Oh
And
my
Fjark, he
God,
does
that's
talk.
so
He does
good.
talk to you in the equivalent when you have speak with animals. Like he is now essentially speaking. You know, before he'd be like, you know, food. I like food. Yep.
I can't remember what my base int was, but I think it was 9. I'm pretty sure it's 9. Okay. I was
Yeah, I
pretty
think it
dumb.
What?
was.
I was
Yeah.
pretty dumb. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Oh
but
So
the
my.
now
good thing
he's
is
like,
now you're too dumb to realize how dumb of a move it was.
No, because now he's my friend.
now you
He'll
think it's
die
awesome, even
inevitably. It'll
more
be
awesome.
fine.
So, yeah, he's when he talks to you, he talks like a Southern gentleman. Um, think like who's the
Forrest Gump?
character Daniel Craig's character from Knives Out.
Yeah. Oh, perfect. Love it.
I
Yeah,
do declare.
yeah.
I
I
do
do
declare.
declare.
Well, now, see, I noticed that the blood splatter on your sheet. Um, yeah. So he's um that's him now. Um, now I gotta watch that movie so I can get his voice down. Uh, okay. So yeah, you own a bird, and he's your friend. He's
Oh
like,
my.
Fjark Regrold, I will forever be in your debt for bringing the eyes of enlightenment upon me. and helping me see through my primal ignorance.
Well, Bertram, I could tell there was intelligence behind those eyes before I gave you the headband, the collar.
Yeah,
Can
but
it be like a
headband
cool
there.
collar?
Yeah, it can be a cool collar.
It's a cool collar.
So hold the
But
fuck on. Hold the fuck
Dude,
on. This
we got
bird
Yep.
is the smartest member of our party.
Yep.
By a
that's
lot.
correct. Yes,
Yeah, it's
Yes,
awesome.
sir.
by a country mile. By a country mile.
Well, actually, I'm intelligence 20 until our next
Until
long rest.
tomorrow.
Until tomorrow.
So for one day.
So not yet.
For one
Not
day.
yet.
I love this actually because now this is just gonna be when you guys start doing stupid shit. I'll have Bertram say, "Now hold the phone just a minute. It's so dumb. It's just so dumb."
Oh,
You'll be like, let me just consult with my bird here.
Yeah.
He's like our general counsel.
I know this sounds awesome, but you are making a mistake.
Now hold on, Bertram.
Dude, he could be in the ship reading books. He's just
Yeah,
like
oh, yeah.
reading books.
He like pecks at them with his beak.
that's
Um,
Oh my god.
but he still loves like rotten food. Yeah, his taste in food has not changed. He is still a condor. Scavengers by nature. Okay, I love it. So, half the day goes by, and you find a chasm, um, and there's a ice bridge across to some ruins, giant-sized ruins, um, built into the side of the mountain, and you're high in the mountains by this point. And this is the image you've been seeing.
Oh, that looks nice.
And so just giant columns going into an entryway. Um, and yeah, across a nice bridge. And so we will be there. So
He's so much smart. He's more than twice as smart as we are.
so as you guys approach, this is like a big domed entrance to these ruins. You
Oh,
sort of
I'm
skid
on.
across this stone causeway, and Brunhilde is gonna say like, I think this is where I'll leave you. I don't know why I'm talking like that now. This is where I will keep the birds out here, um, keep them safe, and we will find uh, there's good shelter just inside these ruins. Um, I will not go much deeper with you in case there are traps and whatnot. It feels like this is where you go. I will wait for 2 days for you. Does that seem reasonable?
Yes. I would also suggest that you hide.
Yes, of course we will, and I can do that well.
And I ask Bertram as my friend to keep a lookout if anything happens. And I give him a call that he can do so Brunhilde will understand. Because Brunhilde can't understand him yet, so.
Yeah. So he's so like you tell him to make the call, and then he makes the call, and it's like Bakal.
Nice. That sounds like something that could be in the mountains for sure. That's not suspicious at all.
The call.
Bakal, I say, my lord.
Bakal, I say, Bakal. Um, He came up with it.
It was-
Did-
Yeah, it was
Intelligence
him.
is new to him. Um, so yeah, so there's this stone dome. The 6 pillars that are supporting the dome are 30 feet tall, and each pillar is carved with a like bas relief. I don't know if like carved into the stone. So on the north side, from north to south, there are pillars depicting each of um, the like the types of giants. So there's like a hill giant, um, living in nature, um, and there's a frost giant in the snow, chopping down a great pine tree to build ships. There's a cloud giant flying among birds in the sky. There's a storm giant uh, flying through the air, hurling lightning bolts. A stone giant climbing a mountain with climbing gear and carving, a massive uh, sort of, uh, face statue out of a mountain. And then there's a fire giant uh, at a forge, um, creating, uh, you know, um, uh, creating metal objects, not weapons, but um, you know, wondrous trinkets, features, whatever things that like crafts of artifice. Um, and then there's a 40-foot wide, 40-foot high hallway that leads into the mountain.
And these are images like rock carvings that we see
Yeah, there are carvings in in each column.
in the column.
Yeah,
Okay. Um, and then there's a path leading up. You said
yeah, through a hallway.
through a hallway. Um, are these columns like in any particular order?
Um, yeah, so it was in order north to south was hill giant, frost giant, cloud giant, storm giant, stone giant, fire giant.
Hmm.
Is there okay. Can I investigate the it's gonna be so bad now to investigate. Can I investigate the area to see if I find any levers or switches?
Sure. Yeah. Go ahead. Roll investigation.
Gosh dang it, dude. I'm so freaking dumb.
Shoulda.
Yeah, there's no switches or levers or anything.
Um, um, I think we have to that we might have some trials up ahead, and maybe they are in the order of what the Giants are doing. I don't know. Uh, Bear, does this look familiar to you at all? Because I know
uh,
we're going to a place where like you got your tattoos, right? So
I think this looks a little different from where I got my. Not certain. There's no like just open door to go in or anything, right? There's just a bunch of doors.
It's like a big hallway.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like a big hallway that leads into like the ceiling is 40 feet high, right, which is really high.
Yeah.
Hmm.
And as you go further in, the ceiling gets higher to 60 feet.
And it keeps on getting higher and higher.
No, 60 feet is where it gets about halfway through the ceiling.
Okay. Bear is gonna say, these. I do not see anything on the ground. Maybe there is things on the walls. He'll put on his climbing gear and start trying to climb. I guess one of the reliefs that's in the like very very tall area.
Yeah, so the
You know,
reliefs are at the entrance
Oh.
out in the snow where the columns are. Yeah, and as you enter the hallway, it's just kind of a long, wide hallway. And um
I feel like this order
it's
is
dark
important.
now as you enter.
What was the order the giants were in?
yeah, I feel like that's
It was hill, frost, cloud, storm, stone, and fire.
hill, frost, cloud,
Storm,
storm.
stone, and fire.
Yep.
Okay.
And what were they doing? Is there a
Um,
right?
so
Like they
yeah,
were
so like
each
the hill giant was sort of like living in nature, sort of like tending to animals. The
okay.
frost giant was chopping down a giant pine tree and using it to, you can see other frost giants in the background building
For
great
boats.
ships.
Uh-huh.
The cloud giant was just flying among the birds in the sky. The storm giant was hurling lightning bolts at a ship. Um, the stone giant was sort of like rappelling off a mountain, like it looked like it was like hanging off a mountain, but like it was like carving, like a like a
And which
carving
one
into
was
a
that
mountain.
again? Sorry, that was
The
storm.
stone giant.
The
Stone giant.
stone, yeah.
Stone giant. Yeah, the storm giant is hurling lightning bolts.
Gotcha.
Um, and then the fire giant is at a forge creating sort of um,
I'm not very good at riddles myself, so I'm just gonna let myself do the first thing I thought. I'm gonna put on my climbing gear and emulate the stone giant and start
yeah,
fucking climbing the place. Just
sure,
looking for
yeah.
shit.
So you climb the walls of the hallway.
Yeah.
Um, yeah, you start to climb up, and you find that um, about uh, um, 40 feet up in the middle of the hallway, there's a ledge. So it looks like at one time, because this is a giant ruin, at one time giants probably stood guard up here. Um, and you see like piles of large stones, like larger than you could lift and throw, but likely they were like defenses for this place.
And they're stored on a ledge.
Yeah, up on a ledge, and there are sort of tunnels that go back into the darkness.
In on
Probably
that
back to
ledge,
like,
on that ledge.
yeah, up on that ledge.
Okay.
You can sort of see like hallways that go further back. Um,
I will take
and
my
they're not as wide as this hallway, but
gotcha.
yeah.
I will take my 100-foot rope and I will throw it down and try and I guess one of the boulders he'll secure it to. Say,
Mm-hmm.
there are hallways up here. I believe there is. We can go further in.
Do you relay the message that you think it was like uh guards would probably do watch here?
Yeah, yeah.
Because if you do, I could say those hallways probably led to some type of camp or something, you know?
A barracks could be. Yes.
Yeah, a barracks. Yeah,
Perhaps we shall find more information there.
yeah. Yeah,
Uh,
good job there.
yeah.
I'll climb up to meet him.
Can I do a perception check to check for traps?
Sure.
See if there's any traps in the hallways. Dude, I am rolling so bad.
Yeah, I mean, it doesn't seem like there's any traps in the hallway.
All right. Let's start climbing.
Oh, I want perception the hallways though. Maybe there's traps in the hallways.
Yeah. So as you get up onto this ledge, there are sort of so you're on the north side of of the hallway, right? So and you
Mm-hmm.
could see across the hallway, about 40 feet across to the other side is another ledge at the same level as yours on the south side. And on each side there are wall sconces, large wall sconces that are a little high up, like you'd have to like jump up to reach them. Um, with so a sconce is like a place to like place like a torch, and or like to place like burning materials, and they're empty and dark, but you can see them if you have dark vision, or if you guys have like a source of light. I think you guys all have dark vision, so
Yeah.
Orcs have
Yep.
it for 120.
Yep.
yeah. So you can see these like sort of wall sconces there that torches once were in, or that sort of had light there. um and
Oh,
Yeah, and then there's
I
there's sort of four hallways spaced about 40 feet apart from each other, that lead back deeper in. And again, like the main hall that you veered off of the main hall. The main hall went forward up to, in the darkness you could barely make out at the end of the hallway, at the point where you were able to climb up onto the ledge. You barely make out like steps leading up to somewhere at the end of the main hallway. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
yeah.
So if we just kept on going down that main hallway, we've gone up some steps and
Right, right, and that's to the east. But you guys have turned up, climbed up this ledge to the north, so you're going north.
You know what? Can I have the lantern of revealing.
Oh yeah.
I know that um with 1 pint of oil it can burn 6 hours, and
Okay.
invisible creatures objects are visible as long as
oh,
the lantern's bright light, and it has a 30-foot radius of bright light.
Yeah.
this is a perfect place for that. Actually, everything's
And,
freaking dark.
yeah, and dim light for an additional 30. So it has 60-foot radius, 30 of bright and 30 of dim. I know we all have dark vision, but I feel like I should use this.
Yeah, that's cool. Yeah, you can use that lantern. It gives off bright light for 30 feet, dim light
Yeah,
for, which you
another
can
30.
see as if it's bright light. So essentially, you have bright light for 60 feet.
Correct.
Um, and so that's pretty good. Um,
Yeah.
and
And invisible
yeah,
creatures and objects are visible as long as
yeah.
they're in the lantern's bright light.
So there's
Okay.
yeah, so I mean there's nothing invisible here that's appearing all of a sudden as you light the lantern up.
I,
I'll
I
also
mean,
say that you have, I think, a whip that does fire damage that I think gives
I
off
do
light.
have them.
If you like, you know, want to use that.
Yeah, but
It doesn't like always give off light, but
Also,
yeah.
Bear
um
has the cloak of many things.
I do.
oh yeah, that's true.
You can throw shit.
Um all right. So yeah, you've got light. Like I said, there's sort of four hallways that lead up. They're all about, I don't know, probably 20 or 30 feet long, and then on the other side of those small passageways, um, is another hallway. They all join at the same, you know, wide for you. probably narrow for a giant hallway, that you can, uh, um, you're up on this higher level, turn left and go west toward uh, what seems to be like the hallway goes, backwards, um, probably about 80 or 100 feet to where it looks like it opens up into a bigger, darker room, or to the right, um, where there would be uh, another, um, sort of the hallway goes that way.
So this, I'm sorry, I'm having a little trouble visualizing. So we're up on this. So okay, just imagine we're looking straight ahead at this. We walk into this long hallway. We enter in, and then on the left hand side, we climbed up onto a ledge, right? And that's where we are right now.
Yeah, let me just
And then on
like
that ledge, going further back, are 2 or is it 4 hallways?
Lost you guys for a second. What was that? I'm sorry.
I'm just trying to.
Does this map help? I should have just shared this.
I can't. It's just black for me.
Try to it's got mask on, so try to like scroll to a spot that you can see.
It's black for me.
Yeah, it's just.
Is
Oh
there
no! I see
anywhere?
something. I see something.
I see something.
I think we had to be placed. Oh,
Yeah, I think
okay.
you had to be placed there.
Oh yeah.
So you guys are like up on this ledge here.
Gotcha.
Dude, this map looks gigantic.
It does.
Yeah, it
Yeah.
is.
Holy crap! I have to scroll all the way down to in order to see my character. That's cool.
Fucking. Okay, cool. All right. What do I do not have any ideas as to which one we should choose, or whether we should just go towards the end of the hallway. But while we are here, I mean, we are here a day before them. Perhaps we explore the rest of this place before they come.
How long did she say she was gonna wait for us? 2 days.
2 days.
Um. All right, let's get to it. Why don't we go down the hall, and if we don't find anything, we circle back and make a right.
Yeah, we have. Whoa, you mean the main hall? You mean like?
Or down the hall in front of us.
Right? Did we go?
So there's 4 different halls on each side of this.
That's right.
All
Did Dan leave? Dan had a bounce. Okay. Um. Yeah. So this is like a huge area, right?
yeah.
Oh, okay, I see. I see what you're doing. Okay.
Yeah, I'm putting like
And we came from the bottom. Where's my target? No, my target. Ping. There we go. We we came from down here, right, man? I'm
Yeah.
assuming.
Yeah,
Right?
you came from the yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. That's where you came from.
Yeah.
Wait, how do you
And
ping? Is there a hotkey for pinging?
yeah, if you look up on your there's a ping mode on the first 4.
Gotcha, yeah.
Yeah. Uh yeah, so we came from here. We walked in through here. I guess the rope is somewhere down here, and we walked up. We climbed up the ledge. Okay,
Yep.
makes sense now.
Yeah, and so you've got hallways kind of going north, and then the main hallway goes east to a stairway to big double doors.
Okay.
And I'm not sure if you can see those doors from here or not. I feel like it might be a little too far still in the darkness. Although with the light, yeah, you might be able to see. And you can see in.
I mean,
I'll say that like you could probably see that carved on the front of the doors is the Yggdrasil
Oh.
symbol.
And just so that we're aware here, from what I understand, on the other ledge on this side is another hallway, and then another hallway, then another hallway, and another hallway. So there's 8 total hallways.
Correct. Yeah,
got it.
on this upper level, and then down. Again down below, 20 feet below in the main hallway. There's just a main hallway. So yeah.
Perfect. Okay, that makes a lot more sense now. Good visual. Good visual. Um,
So
I
what
have
was
120 feet of visual with of dark vision, so I could probably see out that far, right?
Yeah, you can probably see that far. Let me see.
I mean, it depends on if each of the squares on the grid are 5.
That's good point.
I'm pretty sure each one is 10 feet.
10
Gotcha.
feet. Okay, so you
Yeah.
just double it, I guess. You
That would
double
be
the
100
distance.
feet.
Yeah, that'll be
double
100
any
feet.
distances that the ruler draws, because each square is
Okay.
10 feet. And it would be ridiculous if I had to make it 5 feet. So it's just got to be at this scale.
Oh,
Yeah.
oh, what did I do?
Okay. So what was your suggestion, Fjark? That we go down the hallway I am near, or we go down the main hallway to see this door?
We climbed up here. I kind of don't want to have to climb back down.
It is quick. I secure rope. We can come back up.
All right, let's go see the door.
All right.
All right, let's go to the door.
Okay. Yeah, you go to the door.
So,
Can I move my guy?
No, I think Nate has to move.
Oh, do I need to change the settings on the map? Hold on.
Oh, I thought that was intentional. Because I think
just be careful moving your guys around, just because I don't want you to like.
yeah. That's
It's a big map. Cool map. So yeah, you get to this door,
okay.
and these are giant doors. 40-foot long flight of steps ascends to this pair of 30-foot tall granite doors. They're carved with the images of this world tree.
Oh, here it is. There it is. Is this the tree, Bear?
so I imagined I was kind of like more like, but so is this the place that I went to before?
Yeah, and you remember coming here and getting to this door and touching it, and what it gave you the tattoo,
Yeah.
and like a vision,
Yeah.
and made you feel like you have to go back to Bruggen.
Yeah. I will touch it again.
And then the door froze.
Maybe we have Bruggen touch it.
Oh, these could also work.
Or maybe we touch it at the same time.
Well, then we won't know whose touch did the. You know.
Well. Think about it. If you felt like you had to get me, then
That's true.
maybe it was a sign to
bring
tell you that
here.
you couldn't do this by yourself. That you couldn't do it by yourself.
That is true.
So if we do it together, my intelligence, guys, my intelligence is at 20 right now.
Yeah.
Take advantage of it.
So we each take a door and we'll both touch the doors.
At the same time, we could touch it at the same
1,
time.
2. Ah, I did it first.
God damn it, that's not the plan, man. And then you can see him like try to tell it. Oh, like you know,
You touch the doors, and you're greeted with a vision of a great
oh,
tree, towering over like the world, um, and beneath its boughs it radiates magical power, and its roots drill down into the earth, um, and create a path, um, down that connects to other worlds, unknown worlds, um, and it's clear that it becomes sort of a new source of magic. Um,
ley lines.
and then as you see this vision of the tree, um, it sort of fades back into the symbol on this door, and then it gets covered with the symbol that for some reason is the giant rune for ice, or frost. And the door, like I said, there's a layer of ice that's like sort of holding it shut. Um, is uh, is frozen.
Uh-huh.
Okay.
Ooh.
Can I try
Okay.
drawing the rune?
The ice rune.
Yeah,
Yeah, if you want to.
I do.
Do we know any other runes? Maybe we have to find the fire rune and draw it on
Rugen,
top of it.
yeah, you roll an Arcana check.
Okay.
Where's that
Uh.
bird?
Oh yeah, intelligence. All right.
Yeah, you have a high intelligence still.
I know I
Yes.
had such
Alright, there
high
you go.
arcana.
You
I
had
had a
plus
plus
9, and now you have
9.
plus 4.
Rugen, your whip has the fire rune.
Oh.
It's
Oh!
used to activate.
Where did we get
Um,
that whip?
from the trials. He got it
But the
as a reward from
trials.
the trials. It was the lighthouse keeper gave it to him.
It was the lighthouse keeper. Guys, stand back. Let me try something. Oh my god, it pays off to be intelligent. Huh. Um, I'm gonna take out my whip
Uh-huh.
Gonna whip it out.
and I'm gonna whip it. Okay, okay. That's clever. And I'm gonna attack the door with the whip to see if it does something.
Yeah, roll an attack roll.
Okay, there we go. Attack. Hold on, I gotta go to combat first. Actions. Flame of monetization. Ah, that's a bad. That's a bad roll.
Well, it's just a fucking door, so you don't have to roll that high to hit it. But yeah, you hit it. The fire, does lash out at the ice, and where it lashes, it melts away some of the ice.
Oh,
But it feels like if you were to do this on this entire door, it would take hours of lashing. You can
can
do that, but
um
I won't
does
have
the
you roll that
doors
many attacks. I'll just have you roll some constitution checks to see if you take a level of
that's fine.
exhaustion.
Okay, I'm intelligent.
Uh-huh.
So are there hinges on the doors? Maybe I could just do the hinges and the doorknobs
All right,
so that I
I'll
can.
have you roll another Arcana check.
Okay, here we
You're
go.
intelligent. I'll tell you
Could
something that
you
you might think of. Yeah.
could you write the rune on the door?
Okay, 16.
Yeah, so with the 16, um, you know, you might be able to manipulate the whip into the symbol for the fire rune.
Oh, like Zorro.
Oh, like
I am Zorro. You know what? Uh, yeah, let's fucking do that.
dude, I'm still curious about these other hallways.
I know, but like, isn't this the main
Yeah, it
attraction?
is. It is. We can get to those
Freaking
afterwards.
giant stairs leading up to this door. Like,
that I had visions on, and we just had more visions on. But wait a minute, guys.
uh,
What about these other hallways?
what about these hallways? They look interesting. Um,
They do look interesting.
they really do. But it's up to you guys. You want?
Yeah, yeah.
I,
I mean, yeah, yeah.
I
That's
had
where the
this
momentum is
idea.
going.
Let's okay. All right. I'm gonna Zorro it. Fuck it. With the fire rune. I don't know if that's gonna take longer than whipping the whole door.
Wisdom would it would be wise to.
I feel like Nate's preparing for something because he's quiet.
So you're gonna do the fire rune on the door.
I'm gonna do the fire rune on the door.
Okay. Yeah, so you do the fire rune on the door. As you complete the last sort of like stroke of the rune, it
Slash yeah.
sinks into the door, and the ice melts away, and a puddle of warm water, pools up and begins to drain down the steps. Um, and it's so cold here, and you didn't even notice because you're so toastily warm in your knit sweaters. Um, that
In
that the
grandma's
water
knit
freezes
sweaters.
before it gets to the bottom of the steps. It refreezes,
Oh,
but the door has become unfrozen. Um, but it's still a giant-sized door, so it will take some strength to try to push open.
a bear after you.
Ooh.
This one I have no problem, and
Yeah.
I will do it. I will open the door.
I'll help him. I'll help him push if he needs it.
I will
All right.
also help push.
This is going to be an athletics check, Bear. You're being helped, so you'll have advantage.
Okay.
Hell yeah.
Hey.
Nice.
25, man. That's exactly what you needed.
Oh wow.
Oh wow! First try. Let's go.
You swing open the doors. Let
Or
me
crack it open.
unmask.
Your muscles are like bulging
Yeah, they're.
as you're pushing as hard as you can. You're like popping veins in your head.
I feel the pump.
Dude, what are the
Feel the
odds?
pump.
Yeah, I'm just putting this together. Bear had the vision that he had to come get his brother.
And
By
you
by
needing
the
to
luck,
take the trial of leadership.
yeah. What are the odds that that just so happened that way? I was able to get the lash for the freaking fire. Yo, that's crazy. It just oh my
Is that
god.
like, is this like light mode? You can like, this is kind of cool, huh?
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, with the shadows, that's
It's
cool.
kind of like or it's kind of like a Roll20 with like
Yeah.
the light and shit. So as you enter this this room, um,
One, two,
there's
three, four,
a
five,
thick
six.
frost which clings to every surface of this 100-foot high vaulted chamber. There are 7 enormous statues dominating the room. The largest of them is an 80-foot tall robed giant. His arms are outstretched and his face is hidden beneath a stony cowl, facing a glowing archway in the east wall.
I am
Um,
Batman.
yeah. Kneeling
Batman.
in rows to each side of him are 6 statues, half of its size, but each is impressive in its own right. And they're each depicting sort of a paragon of each type of giant. So there's hill giant, stone giant, frost,
Right.
fire, cloud, and storm.
Oh,
The each giant statue faces the biggest one in the center. And in each of their outstretched arms, 5 of the giants hold weapons out as gifts for the Allfather. And only the frost giant is unarmed.
The frost
Hmm.
giant.
The frost
Well,
giant's missing a weapon.
Yep.
is his arm out still?
Yeah, his arm is out, and there's a spot where a weapon would go, but it's missing.
But it's missing. How are we gonna
Can
know?
we look around this room? Is that
Yeah,
okay?
you can move around. Yeah, you can move around the room. Just stay in the room.
I just wanna see how these giants look because this map is freaking sick.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Dude, look at this. As you move, like the shadows move.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it is sick.
It's actually dope.
So at the end, on the east side of this wall of this room, there's a 40-foot wide, 40-foot tall archway. You can see that sort of like the spot on the right-hand side of the room. Let me try to ping it.
Oh, and if
Right
you
here.
go around and like
Okay.
clear all the shadows, it just shows the shadow, but you can see it now. It's not black,
that's
which is
cool.
cool.
Yeah, once you've sort of explored the room, it's you're like unmasking it, so to speak. Yeah, it's kind of cool. So the spot that I'm pinging here,
Yeah.
this is an archway. There are 6 different runes carved into it. Each one is inlaid with mithril, and the archway is filled with glowing mist. And
Are
then
there
along each side there are more wall sconces here. So like these are like sconces that would normally have like some kind of material in them to give off light. They're like lit with fire. There's
Can I
like doors down on the bottom, and
doors?
there's
Yeah.
doors up on the top. Yeah, those are doors.
can I go to
Oh,
Frost Boy and
Sure.
climb Frost Boy?
Yeah.
Which one is Frost Boy?
This is Frost Boy, right? Or am I wrong?
Yep.
And
See,
it
then
looks
Yeah.
like
Yeah. That's the frost giant, I think.
and then
Yeah.
I will climb him, and in his outstretched palm, I
Oh
will
wait.
say, "This has served me well." And I will drop a javelin into it, and then drop down myself.
Okay. You drop the javelin into it. Um, it looks almost like a toothpick in his hands.
That's what I
Um,
okay.
and like it's very tiny. In fact, like you drop it into his outlined hand, and you're able to kind of rest it, there and like balance it, but it eventually kind of slides off, um,
Yeah.
and it doesn't fit his hand.
I will pick it back up then,
Mm-hmm.
and drop down. Well, I am out of ideas. I do not know. What do we say?
do we need to search for a weapon in the other rooms that were down the
I,
hallway?
I feel like we either had to search for weapons or we had to forge a weapon. I don't know what's gonna. Uh, I don't know.
Do we know from history the frost giants? Did they ever rebel against them? Let me see this. No, it should have a weapon, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Never mind. Never mind.
Just weapon.
So we're gonna, I think, leave it here in this room because it's getting late, and I know we're having fun, and this is cool, and there's a lot to explore here. There's a fair amount to explore here.
Huge ass map. This is awesome.
Yes.
So yeah, there's a huge map. I'll tell you that encounters are going to be fun because, like, again, each square is actually 10 feet.
10 feet. Yeah.
So
Yeah.
you guys are like right now. If an encounter happened, you guys are actually pretty far apart. Um, and but yeah, so we're gonna go from there, and yeah, we're here.
Cool. That was
And
awesome. Thank you, Nate.
yeah, so Yeah,
Yeah.
no
Yeah,
problem.
thanks, Nate. This is
I'm
awesome.
excited. I'm excited to keep this rolling, man. And I think I have not heard from Isaiah. I got to be honest. I think he's probably out. So I wouldn't mind adding another person.
Yeah.
But I like the group we have. So you know, but
Bergstrom is
I
the other person.
yeah, uh, Bergstrom, Esquire at Bird Law. Um, and
Did you see the image I sent with him reading the book with glasses? That was freaking
so
hilarious.
God, he's so
no,
much
but
smarter
if
than us. He's not just double our intelligence. He's like double mine, but he's triple Brugen's tomorrow.
Yeah.
Tomorrow, he's
Tomorrow.
3 times as smart as Brugen.
at
Right?
19,
What?
Brugen, are you like 7? What? He's 19 intelligence.
He has 6.
Yeah. Yeah. My
Brugen, you have
intelligence is
6?
six
Yeah.
intelligence too.
Jesus, fuck, man! I didn't realize how dumb you guys were. What
Yeah,
the fuck?
dude,
Yeah,
I'm a
we were
9.
dumb,
I have
bro.
a 9.
I have an
We are
8.
dumb.
Like,
Alchemia was the only smart one on our group.
Yeah.
Well,
yeah. he
Yeah.
literally
we
was.
gotta
And
gotta
now the
recruit.
smartest person in the group by far is the bird.
Is a bird. Is a
Yeah.
fucking bird. Um,
Oh my-
that's amazing. I actually like. I love this. I love this development.
Me too.
It's so great.
oh,
And it fits. I mean, it's honestly like some of it is like you guys are too smart for your own good. Like you guys think like you hear stuff and you're like trying to think through like every possibility, but then sometimes it leads to like just dumb shenanigans, and I fucking love it. I'm so here for it. Um, but yeah, this has been fun so far. This has been a lot of fun. So
I got one more day. One
you got
more
one more day of
in-game
20
day.
intelligence, man.
It's been useful.
It's been
been
so
useful.
good because I'm like, wait, I have 20 intelligence. I would put things in two and two together. But remember how dumb I was in the freaking uh the
You
the
hit a
other
bomb
challenge?
in a theater and almost blew up the ambassador.
We no, I
right.
almost blew
Oh my god,
our
dude.
group. I almost blew our whole group up. What are you talking about?
You almost killed us, dude.
We were in the same damn room.
And Bear threw the bomb into the bathroom.
I
That
almost
was an
threw it into the
explosive.
audience.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Man, this game is awesome. I don't know. All right. Well, I'll see you guys next week. We'll pick this up. We are at the. This is, I think I called it the Eye of the Allfather.
Yep.
Oh yeah.
Something like that.
Oh, that could be the next session's title, Eye of the All
Yeah.
Father.
Yeah.
Exploring the Eye of the Allfather.
That
Yeah.
sounds sexual.
Under his eye. That's what we'll call it. That's like a Handmaid's Tale. I don't know. Never mind. All right.
All
Well,
right.
I'm gonna exit the session. And then yeah, we'll keep it rolling next week. So talk to you
GGs.
guys later.
See you.
GG's
Later.
everyone.
Bye-bye.
Take care, guys.